All right. Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, depending on where you are. Hello, everyone. How are you guys? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Happy 10th anniversary to No Man's Sky. How are you guys? Good to see everybody out there. Let's do a microphone check. Microphone check 1, 2, 3. How are we doing? All right, I can hear myself. Perfect. Okay, let's get them shouts out of the way. All right, so Cody Hernandez, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you as always. Big R, good to see you. Thanks for joining us, brother. Welcome back. Soctimus the Great, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Nurse Nerd Gamer, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Giannis, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Cody Hernandez says, applying for jobs? Nice. Nice. All right, Streamlabs, no cheating today, buddy. I got my eyes on you. Fragenstein, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Stuart Laker, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. How are you? Yeah, YouTube, fix your notifications. Operation Katana, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, YouTube notifications are on the fritz again. They're on the fritz again, as per usual. Who else do we have out there? Morris, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? Shelly Hunt, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Okay. All right, I think we are ready. We're going to hop right in and start this party. So for anybody who's new to the channel, thanks for joining us today. I am Oddman105, aka the Odd One, and again, happy 10th anniversary to No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, as of yesterday, well, I mean, it's August 10th for me because I'm like 14 hours ahead, but I know it's still August 9th for many of you guys, so as of August 9th, No Man's Sky is 10 years old. So happy 10th anniversary to No Man's Sky. Anyways, we're going to hop in and do some ugly AF Starship hunting. We will do the weekly Nexus mission to make some money, but we're going to get back into ugly AF Starship hunting today. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. Please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Excuse me. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button or else Katana will give you a dad joke. Also, for anybody else out there who's new, please take a second, read and follow the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. Zero tolerance is in place today. All right, let's do this. Let's transition. All right. Absolutely love that song, by the way. Okay. Pump up that volume again. Turn that down a little bit. All right, perfect. Put that in the background. We are ready. Let's do it. I have no idea where I left off. Guitar Guy 80, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Everybody out there, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his YouTube channel, check him out, show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam, people. Okay, resume download for that. All right. So we are on a live stream Let's Play, and we were at Portal Base 3, huh? Okay. I have no idea why I was there. None. I forgot. Kicking Courage Gaming, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, if you haven't done so, make sure you guys are subscribed to Guitar Guy 80. Show that man some love. All right, let's do this. So first order of business today is to complete the Weekend Nexus mission. And we're going to get back on the hunt for the ugliest freaking Sentinel ships we could possibly find. What am I even doing here? What I have no idea. What is this? What planet is this? What's going on here? So we've got Forsaken Sentinels. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Did we find a ship on this planet? I legit don't remember what I was doing here. What is this? We must have found a ship on this planet somewhere. Hold on. Do I have a base or something? Let's look around. Yeah, I have no idea what I was doing on this planet. You know, it's been that long since, you know, I was here. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, I'm not seeing a base computer. That doesn't mean that there isn't one here, so let's do a really quick check. Yeah, this is 11 Smiles Planet. So, okay, now I remember what we're doing. Guitar Guy 80, thank you. Now I remember what we're doing. Yeah, discovered. Yeah, this is the planet where we found that L4. This is the planet where we found that L4 Sentinel ship. That's what we were doing here. Okay. All right, let's get out of here then. Yeah, I could not remember. All right, let me out of here. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. That's the planet where we found that L4. Now I remember. It took me a second because I couldn't remember exactly what planet it was. Or what we were doing there last, at least anyway. So now we know. Okay, so if we are here, where's my ship? Oh, we do have a portal, or excuse me, a teleporter. Let's grab that. Okay, so what we're going to do is head back to the Kiko Galar Galaxy. Let's get back to the freighter. And let's call up the Space Anomaly and start the Weekend Nexus mission. And again, happy 10th anniversary to all the No Man's Sky peeps out there. Your Guitar Yeti says, happens to me all the time, Odd. I'll leave a room and forgot what I left it for. I've done that. That's the story of my life, man. The story of my life. Okay, so what we're going to do is call up the Space Anomaly. Do I have anything I can drop off? Anything? Oh, we got to, hold on. Vile spawns. Don't I have a freaking nutrient processor here? Hold on a second. There's no nutrient processor in here. What the crap, dude? Let's see. Nutrient. How do I not have a nutrient room on my freighter? I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. I got nothing. Let's put a nutrient room like right here. Although this is where I was going to put the cultivation room. I just got to drop some stuff off. Here we go. Yeah, don't even ask. Ingredient storage. All right, put that away. Put that away. Okay, the rest of this we can sell that. We can turn that to nanites. All right. We got to drop off some ship parts. Shelly Hunt says, "I'll back up." Heather, how's it going, stranger? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, what the crap, dude? Targady says, I found an S-Class 4-square dreadnought. What? Congratulations, man. Congrats. Nice. An S-Class 4-square, huh? So that means that every pirate dreadnought you find in that system, if it's an S-Class, should have 4-square. It should be a 4-square. If I'm not mistaken, it should be a 4-square. Very interesting, man. Okay, what is this? Sentinel weapon shards. Weapon shards, give me that. We're going to sell that. Yeah, we're going to sell that. We'll just sell it. Okay, what else do we have? Let's take this and let's make this into nanites because we don't need to keep that. All right. Give me some nanites, thank you. All right, we are ready. We got to go visit 7-Eleven, I think. Hold on. We got to go to 7-Eleven. Yeah, this is the worst organized freighter like ever. Where's my 7-Eleven? There it is. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. Shelly Hunt says, so, you know, the guy on the live, the Tupac's trial start. Yeah, I saw the news there. I saw that on the news. You know, it's only been, what, 20, 30 plus years, hasn't it? Only been about 30 years. They're finally beginning the trial, huh? Very interesting. I did see that. So we want to sell... there we go. Sell that.
Units received.
And sell that. Get out of here.
Units received.
Okay, we're ready. Let's go. Okay, let's go to... or actually not go to. Let's get to the ship. So Heather says, been at the doctors and labs. Not all involved in getting prosecuted. Oh, right. I hear you. So Guitar Gaddy says, yes, I was given the glyphs for it. Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah, I kind of figured if it's a pirate dreadnought or even a system freighter, if it's an S-Class, then every S-Class you find in that system for that style of freighter will have four connected supercharged lock config on it. So, Heather says, did you know J-Lo was in the car with him? I didn't know that. I had no idea. I had no idea at all. Yeah, I didn't follow it too much. What I do know is that this whole thing with Tupac has been going on for the past 30 years. It's been over 30 years. Insane. Okay, so we got to call Space Anomaly. If we can, hold on. Yeah, she says, skeezers be skeezing. I know, right? All right, here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, Katana, exactly. It's been 30 years. Because he, when I say he, I'm talking about Tupac. He left us, what, 1995, 96? So Heather says, what's the schedule for the anniversary for No Man's Sky? So today we're going to do the Weekend Nexus mission. And we're getting back on the hunt for the ugliest AF Sentinel ships we can find. Because we found some bangers last week. We did find some bangers last week, so we're going to rinse and repeat today. All right, what do we got? 20 storm... oh my gosh, 20 storm crystals? Really? 20 storm crystals. All right, fine. We'll do it. We'll do it. Storm crystals, this is going to suck. Let's go. Katana says I'm getting sus ads. I've been getting quite a few of those ads too. So, Guitar 80 says the Nexus mission said to collect Hadal cores. Then I went back and it said to collect storm crystals. And then I started. Then it said collect living pearls. Probably the perfect time because the actual missions will rotate. So what is that? We need living pearls? Okay, that should be easy. Storm crystals are not bad, but the extreme planets kind of suck. So Heather says, is there an expo? Not yet. Not yet. Now here's the deal. We're expecting an emoji drop this week. Probably very early this week. So if not today, maybe tomorrow. We're expecting an emoji drop. And it's quite possible that we may see an update sometime this week. Some people are speculating maybe third week of August. But it's possible that we may see something today. But there's no new expo yet. Hey, this system was discovered by Captain Bob. I wonder if that's Survival Bob. I wonder if that happens to be Survival Bob, just in case. Okay, so we gotta, we definitely gotta go find some, we gotta go find some pearls. Do we have the aqua jets installed? I hope. Oh, let's see. Supercharged vents. No aqua jets? What the crap, dude? Hold on. Where's the aqua jets?
Technology installed.
Plug it in. All right, that's better. No aqua jets. That is not cool. Mr. Smooth Ones, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Blind Frog, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you, man? Everybody out there, Mr. Smooth Ones is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, you know what to do. Please go to his YouTube channel. Check that man out. Show some love. Always support the Odd Fam, people. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't have aqua jets on this ship. We've been slacking. Totally going the wrong way. Nothing to see here. And I'm just going to come right out and say it. I hate the oceans in No Man's Sky, especially the deep water oceans. Especially the deep water oceans. They're freaking terrifying. The oceans in this game are terrifying. The megafauna are ginormous. Deborah, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I mean, we can land on the water now. We don't have to, you know. We can actually land on the water. There we go. That's what the aqua jets are for. Anyways, yeah, the megafauna are freaking terrifying, man. I hate the deep oceans in this game. I mean, think about it. You're just cruising along in your little nautical or Nautilus submarine, and there's this ginormous freaking sea monster right next to you looking at you. What you doing here, son? Oh my God, that thing is ginormous. Discovered by old man sitting on a beach. That makes perfect sense to me. Okay, so what do we got to do? We need... There we go. 10 living pearls. Perfect. There appears to be a crashed freighter down here. Nice. Alright, there we go. Heather, Jaws nothing. They got some megafauna in this game that make Jaws look like a joke. That make Jaws look like a freaking guppy. Jaws ain't got nothing on them megafauna. Them things are terrifying. Fortunately, they're all nice. Oh, check this out. Nice. Let's see. We'll take that. Thank you. Too easy. Oh, wow. There's like one right there. Holy crap, we almost missed it. Hold on. Yeah, the megafauna in this game are freaking terrifying. Jeez, there's living pearls all over the place. They're all over the place. We're almost done. We're almost finished. Yeah, we walk right past one. We need 2 more. Give me some O2, please. Thank you. So Morris says, I get the Panther statue twice. Might never play Kaio again with the nerfs. Might as well send Kaio off with a bang and get the Panther statue twice. Exactly. And surprisingly, I haven't done it again yet, but I need to set it up again. But I think after I get the Panther statue, I more than likely won't be doing Kaio anymore, just because it's not fun. You know, in my humble opinion, Kaio Perico is just not fun. Man, we got to go all the way over there for that?
Thermal protection falling.
So Guitar 80 says, I have footage with me swimming with next to a massive squid. Now, see, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, man. I'm sorry, man. It's just something super cringe. I mean, super duper cringe swimming next to a giant freaking megafauna. I'm talking super duper cringe, man.
Alert. Navigational data received.
That is the weirdest looking crab I've ever seen in my life. But then again, this is No Man's Sky, so. Okay, we got what we need. We got what we need. Give me that. We'll take that. All right, let's call the ship. So Deborah says, Deepwater Ocean is where I got my huge helmet-wearing hermit crab. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I find it terrifying. Yeah, in this game at least, megafauna are terrifying. As my ship lands on my face. All right, let's go. She said, jive turkey. I haven't heard that term in about 4 decades. I haven't heard the term jive turkey in about 4 decades. Easily been 4 decades since I've heard that. Neil Hurricane, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, exactly. YouTube autocorrect and spell check. That's what YouTube does. Does going to the deep shelf off of Japan? Never. Never. I don't like the water as it is. Yeah, 70s type stuff. I haven't heard the term jive turkey in at least 4 decades. All right, here we go. Let's do this. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by today. Happy 10th anniversary to the No Man's Sky peeps. To all the No Man's Sky people. Look at that. 10 years of dreams. Thanks, Hello Games. Yes, sir. Agreed 100%. We are here. So what we're going to do after this is get right back into the ugly AF Sentinel ship hunt. Like I said, we found some really good ships last time. You guys found some awesome ships. We're going to do the viewer requested ships. Approximate location. Oh, great. We'll do the viewer requested ships for Tuesday's live stream. Today we're going to focus exclusively on ugly ships. Okay, let's recharge.
Technology recharge.
Half a kilometer that way? Seriously? That's Sean Murray's way of telling us, bro, you're too fat. You need to walk more. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that. Okay, so it looks like we have to go to the trading outpost. Hold it before we do. Give me that sodium. Give me that. Give me all the sodium. Neil Hurricane says, weren't you in the Navy? Yes. And just because I was in the Navy doesn't mean I like the water. We are here. Okay. So, first order of business, Guitar Guy 80. I got a ship for you. Got a ship for you. Hold on. Ozzy Bob, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. There you go. We have a Droid Wing Viper for you. So, Droid Wing Viper looks like mint green and... is that chrome? Mint green and off-white. Mint green, off-white. Triple thruster. There you go. So that's for Guitar Guy 80. Over here we have a random X-Wing shuttle. No thanks. Okay, let's drop this stuff off and get out of here. So what's that? Looks like they're trying to make camera glasses normal. Yep. Camera glasses or beer glasses? Which one? All right, here we go. Trade terminal. Accessing. Deliver 10 pearls. Yes, please. All right, let's go get that money. Where's my ship? Let me call up my ship. This is not cool, man. Not cool. All right, that's better. Yeah, Heather, let's get that money. And remember, people, it's not money. It's not M-O-N-E-Y. It's M-U-N-A-A-A-Y. Any good-looking ships out here? Just by chance? So, we have an ugly karate chop. Hold on. We got an ugly karate chops explorer. An ugly karate chops explorer. Watch out, because that's going to hurt. That's going to be painful. It's another ugly shuttle. There's another ugly shuttle. Never mind, we're leaving. All the ships in this system are ugly. We're leaving. We're leaving. So Morris says, 10 years of No Man's Sky. Bought this game 3 times. Got a factory sealed copy on Xbox. Another copy, played it, and bought the Switch for my sister for Christmas. Nice. Yeah, I bought No Man's Sky 3 times. I bought it once on Steam for the PC. Bought it again on PC with GOG. The GOG copy. And just so you guys know, you can actually make physical copies of Steam and GOG games and Epic games. You can actually do that. And I also bought it on the Xbox Series X. All right, so where is Space Anomaly? All right, give me that money. And like I said, happy anniversary, happy 10-year anniversary to all the No Man's Sky peeps out there. Ozzy Bob says, hey everybody, just woke up from siesta. Brain fog still surrounds. Cold and rainy here. Too cold to snow. I kind of wish it was cold here, because it's hot as balls outside. So Heather says, Napoleon Dynamite side ponytail. All right, let's do this. Get that money. Okay. Complete. Give me that money. 1,800 Quicksilver. 1 salvage frigate module. You know, they're kind of stingy with the salvage frigate modules. They're really stingy with the salvage frigate models. What is that all about? We got 1. Seriously? All right. Before we go anywhere, hold on. Let's make a new restore point. Let's not fly out. Let's use the teleporter and get back to the freighter. And at this point, we are ready. Time to start the ugly AF Starship hunt again. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling good about today's live stream. We might find some bangers today, man. I'm still pretty stoked about that, because during the last No Man's Sky stream, remember, we found a really good multi-tool too. We found a good alien multi-tool. I'm talking a really, really good alien multi-tool. Yeah, 3 stack plus 1. She said Foogly. Yeah, it's so ugly it's Foogly. Ugh. But we also found that elf, that's Sentinel ship L4. L4 supercharged slots, man. I'm kind of stoked about today. Let's do it. Let's go. Morris says, I want No Man's Sky on PC. About issues. The issue is my PC collecting dust because of the prices. Well, Morris, you don't need a... I would have to know what the your specs are. I would have to know what the specs on your CPU are. If you have at least an i7, 6700K or 7700K, even an i5, a good i5 Intel CPU, or Ryzen 5 2600 on up, would run it no problem. You don't need an extremely powerful PC to run No Man's Sky. You just have to change some graphic settings otherwise, but it doesn't take that much. Remember, No Man's Sky is 10 years old. So it does not take much to run No Man's Sky. So you can totally get away with it. Okay, we are here. Make a save point. Okay, next system. We are officially on the hunt. Hold on, before we go, get these living pearls out of my inventory. Somebody get these living pearls out of my inventory. Got space here? No pearls there. Next. Next. Those are upgrades. Those are ship parts. Hold on a second. We missed one. We totally missed one. And no living pearls. How do I not have storage for living pearls? Somebody make that make sense. Oh, we got some nip-nip. Give me this. Give me the nip-nip. We don't need that. Give me the nip-nip. Get that out of here. Let's put the nip-nip. Put the nip-nip in the nutrient processor. We don't want to get caught with nip-nip. Trust me, you don't want to get caught with nip-nip. That would be a very bad day. Try explaining that to the local authorities. There we go. There we go. Get rid of the nip-nip. Thank you. Well, King George, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Yeah, you don't want to get caught with the nip-nip. That would be a very bad day. Okay, the hunt begins right now. So Morris says my PC is just a cheap office PC. I need to upgrade the RAM and put a graphics card in it because I'm going on the cheap. Well, Morris, that'll work fine. That'll work fine. As long as you have at least a multi-threaded 4-core CPU, you can run No Man's Sky. You don't need an extremely powerful GPU to run No Man's Sky. You don't. You don't. You could almost run this game on a potato. You guys think I'm joking. You could almost run this game on a potato, and it'll work fine. You just have to lower some graphic settings. I personally think if you're going to buy a copy of No Man's Sky, Pen Lapidari, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. If you're going to buy No Man's Sky on PC, get it on GOG. Don't buy it on Steam. Get it on GOG. That way you own what you buy. Yeah, Heather, potato. You could literally run this game on a potato, and it'll look halfway decent. All right, so we're headed toward the center of the galaxy, which is this way. All right, ladies and gents, the ugly AF Sentinel ship begins right now. Hold it. Outlaw Dissonant. Let's go. Outlaw Dissonant system. Let's do it. So Stuart says, Ozzy Bob, yes, they have all gone. Buzz came on the other day. I'll wake up back up. So Ozzy Bob says, hey, hi Deb, do you know what happened to MLED, Buzz, and Cypher? Okay, the killing of the day, and it seemed a bit awkward. Skull had taken over but disappeared. I kept asking on stream, but the Game Hub ignored it. Interesting. What happened? Interesting. Very, very interesting. So what happened? Also, for anybody out there who's new to the channel, please take a second, read and follow the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. So what's that? All the mods disappeared. They disappeared. All the mods disappeared during the Game Hub stream? I wonder what happened. That is strange. That is very strange. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to rewatch that or something. Very interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. All right. We are in the Kiko Galar Galaxy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Heather, probably YouTube. More than likely, probably YouTube. So they've been absent for the past few streams. Interesting. So we got a Parched Planet. Metallic. Ooh, metallic. Lost Green Planet. That one's got extreme storms because of the activated emerald. Oh my gosh. Quagmire. Oh, it's got 9 fauna. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Had me worried for a second. So that is a Quagmire Moon. Nice. a deathly green anomaly, and corrosive. Okay, we got our planet. Let's go to the space station. Check out the multi-tool. We found an awesome alien multi-tool last time we were here, last Tuesday. It was fire. We found an awesome alien multi-tool. Dark blue, 3-stack +1 supercharge slots. If you guys are interested, check last Tuesday's No Man's Sky stream. I think we were probably 2/3 through when we found it. But it was, oh my god, that's a good multi-tool. It's a C to a S 3-stack +1, man. I was super stoked to find it. I'm half tempted to go back to that star system and see if there's another one. Because they do respawn after a week. Usually, they respawn after a week. Okay, this is an outlaw dissonant system, so we have a 5% chance of finding an S-Class Sentinel ship. Man, the freighter captain parked right on the doorstep. He parked like right next to the station. That's what I'm talking about. Freighter captain's on the ball today. He's on the ball today. Yeah, that is very strange. I wonder why that happened. So I'm curious to know whether or not any of the game hub's bot moderators were in his chat. Blind Frog says, no. The word is Galaxy. Yeah, that's right. Galaxy. It's not Galaxy. It is Galaxy. Exactly. It is Galaxy. Let's hop out. Let me get some refreshing dehydrated water. So King George says, do you want nearby the center of the galaxy first all the way to get you? What's that? Yeah, King George. I know. I'm aware of that. I'm well aware of that, but that's not what we're doing. We're headed towards the center of the galaxy as part of the stream. Now, what we're doing on the way is hunting for Sentinel ships. So we're not specifically trying to get to the center of the galaxy. That's just the direction that we're going in, if you understand. So we're simply going in that direction. We're not trying to get there. We're simply going in that direction. Okay. Oh, it's C-class. We'll leave it. So yeah, Blind Frog, yeah, that's kind of the question I have. Were they gone in YouTube or in-game as well? Ozzy Bob says, I have the glyphs for a T4 runic staff. Ooh, a T4 runic staff. And a 10 easy steps to make it. Ready for tomorrow. Okay, we'll keep that one on tap. Very interesting. Now, that being said, I got to scrap some multi-tools because I'm maxed out. I am definitely maxed out. Okay, we don't need anything here, although if you guys are interested, we can take a look at the upgrades. All right, so he has bolt caster, movement, neutron cannon. He's got some good stuff here. Positron, neutron cannon. Okay, this one is not too bad. All right, nice. All right, let's go check this thing out, man. Let's do this. All right, fire it off. Would you get in the ship? Stop looking at the camera. my character's looking at the camera. Stop looking at the camera. Let's go. Okay, now because this is a pirate system, an outlaw system, we have a 5% chance of finding an S-Class Sentinel ship. Basically, the order of operation for finding Sentinel ships is that if you're in a 1-star system, you have a 0% chance of finding an S-Class Sentinel ship. A 2-star system gives you a 1% chance. 3-star system gives you a 2% chance of finding an S-Class Sentinel ship. Outlaw systems give you a 5% chance. All right, let's do this. Now, I'm not counting on finding an S-Class Sentinel ship. Let's see what the ship is for this system, because it could be butt ugly. It could be completely ugly. So the ugly Sentinel ship hunt begins right now. Let's do this. Why do I have so many Walker brains in my inventory? What is going on here? What is this? We got to go to 7-Eleven and sell some stuff. All right, so we're going to the moon. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Let's do this. Happy 10th anniversary to all the No Man's Sky peeps out there. In celebration, we're hunting for the ugliest ships we can find. The ugliest Sentinel ships. That planet is really close to this moon. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so this is the first ship for the stream, if we can get there. Would you kindly move your freighter out of the way, please, sir? And I hope everybody out there is doing well. This is the first ship for today. What do we got? Okay, I can't tell what it is. Let's get in close. Yeah, I can barely see it. Hold on a second. Oh, heck no. Absolutely not. Nope. 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 That's a whole lot of nope. That is a whole lot of nope. You have got to be kidding me. What the actual French toast is this? That's a whole lot of nope. That is the ugliest. Oh my God. We're starting off on the right foot. We're on the right foot. That's a whole lot of nope. Hold on a second. So this is a heavy Sentinel fighter. And that's it. Heavy Sentinel fighter. Hammerhead style cockpit. That's it. This ship is so ugly it's oogly. We're out of here. We're leaving. Reload the restore point. We're leaving. Screw this place. Screw this place. Screw it. Screw this place. The whole star system sucks. This whole star system just sucks. We're out of here. We're leaving. Yeah, a pen lapidary is a long flea. It looks like a ginormous key fob. You know what that ship looks like? It looks like one of those key fobs that you find at like the fueling stations. You know when you go to like the fueling station and ask to use the restroom? They give you a key attached to a 2x4. That's what that ship looks like. It looks like a key attached to a 2x4. We're out of here. We're leaving. Screw this place. We're leaving. Get me out of here. Yeah, Heather, beep, beep. Get me out of here. This whole star system sucks. We're leaving. That's a whole lot of nope. Get me out of here. This whole star system sucks. All right, we're gone. We're leaving. You guys saw nothing. That ship was ugly AF, so we're starting off on the right foot. Screw this place. We're leaving. Next system. That's unfortunate. Ozzy Bob says, what's the bet that ship was a Square 4 S-Class? Yeah, probably. Probably. And you know what? I would have grabbed that ship and scrapped it either way. That ship is a complete and total embarrassment to the No Man's Sky community. The whole ship was an embarrassment. The whole star system is an embarrassment. That was bad. That was just bad. Let's go south. Let's go south on the galactic plane here. Hold on. There we go. Let's go this way. 2-star Viking. Let's go. Blue star system too. Let's check it out. Yeah, exactly. What has been seen cannot be unseen. Yeah, you can't unsee that. That was oogly. That was an ugly ship. So we're starting off on the right foot today. That was a whole lot of nope. All right. 2-star Viking. One planet. There's only one planet in this system? There's only one planet in this system. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Ozzy Bob. A ship that only a hive mother could love. Even the hive mother said, yeah, I want a refund. I'll take a refund. Okay, so this is Planetary Anomaly. Interesting. Unfathomable weather. Regular patrols. High limited sodium dioxide quartzite. It's got quartzite. Okay, this is let's mark it Mojo Major. The name of that moon is Mojo Major. The name of this moon is Mojo Major. That's actually a pretty cool name. So what's with this moon? The name of the moon is Mojo Major. So it's chromatic fog moon. Okay. The name of the moon is Mojo Major. What is this, man? This must be like the Twilight Zone version of No Man's Sky today. That's funny. That is funny. Gojo Major. Okay. Very funny. Gojo Major. All right, I'll take it. Daily Driver. Thank you. Yeah, that's the Jive Turkey Moon. Exactly. Yeah, Gojo Major. That is funny. So Morris says, we can pretend we didn't see it. It's too late. It can't be unseen. We can't even pretend. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, exactly. Mojo Jojo, greatest villain ever. I know, right? Anybody who ever saw the Powerpuff Girls. I am Mojo Jojo. Yeah, real talk. Mojo Jojo began as the professor's assistant, but he kept breaking things. All right, we are here. Let's see what we got for multi-tools. What? This thing is an S-Class? This. This is an S-Class. S-Class 2+1 and 1. This ugly AF multi-tool. What is it with the ugliness today? What's with all the ugliness? What is going on here with this ugliness? What's with the ugliness is real. The ugliness is real. This thing is an S-Class. Okay. So if you guys want this ugly AF shotgun, hold on a second. Let's get some glyphs for you. If you want this ugly AF shotgun, S-Class 2+1. There we go. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Galler Galaxy. Yeah, Heather, exactly. They're trolling big time. So if you want this ship, you got to be. If you want this multi-tool, you got to be in the Kiko Galler Galaxy. This is an S-Class 2+1 and 1. Out of the box, S-Class 2+1 and 1. Not bad. I mean, it's not spectacular, but I mean, it's an S-Class out of the box too. Very nice. We'll leave it because I'm pretty sure I got 6 multi-tools on me. Yeah, we're maxed out on multi-tools. Totally maxed out. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to scrap my mining multi-tool and swap all this stuff over to my alien multi-tool. All right, what about this one? This one is a B. I bet you they probably don't have the same stats. But okay. There you have it. So if you want an S-Class multi-tool, come get it. We got that cataloged, and let's move on. Save point. All right. Yay, there's a Sentinel ship in the system. Let's go. Yeah, the ugliness is real today. Man, the water on that planet is red AF. Wow, that's a red planet. Okay, let's go. So Auntie Bob says, never noticed the E signs next to the multi-tool boxes before. You know, if you hadn't pointed it out, I would have never noticed either. As we bounce off we just bounced off the moon's atmosphere. Moon's like, get out of here. Don't come here. We don't want you here. Yeah, exactly. Shark Week planet. All right, what do we got? Okay, this one looks better. This one looks a little better. This one is a little better. Okay, so this is... okay. Okay, this is not bad. Now, hold on. What color is that? That's yellow. Nice. We got ourselves a yellow jacket. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So this is a light sentinel fighter. Dorsal and ventral tie stabilizers. Ventral stabilizers have thrusters. The ventral stabilizers have thrusters. Okay. Oh, no. I take it back. This is a medium. Yeah, this is a medium sentinel fighter. My mistake. This is a medium sentinel fighter. This is not a light. Medium sentinel fighter, single thruster. Ventral stabilizers have thrusters. A set of single bladed wings, or as you guys like to call them, bat wings. The only real problem with this ship is the lack of a chin. But that's okay. This is pretty cool. This one is pretty cool. Let's hop out and take a look at it. Not bad. All right, it's a C class. It is a C class. Although I am curious. Let's take this one. So Penn says, I'm off to bed. Have an awesome stream. Okay, Penn, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless to you. Thanks for stopping by. Let's take this one up to the space station and take a look at its supercharged slots. But before we go, hold on a second. What do we got for scrap? Oh, hell no. That's poop. Nope. Excuse me. What do we got here? Anything good? Inverted mirror. You can keep that. Yeah, we'll take all this. We'll take all that. Thank you. I'll take all this. Radiant shards, please. Thank you. Radiant shards are worth a lot of money. Thank you. We'll take that. That's not a bad looking ship. I say we take that one up to the station and scope it out. See if it's worth it. Give me them radiant shards. Give me that money. All right. Yeah, radiant shards are worth 50 nanites apiece. You don't want to leave those behind. And if you have a sentinel ship, radiant shards make for good fuel. All right. Nice. All right, so let's check this ship out. Okay, Heather, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time. Heather, we love you too. Take care of yourself and God bless to you. We'll see you next time. Okay, let's get this thing up to the space station and take a look at it. Now, this is a C class, so I think the easiest way to do this, just out of curiosity, because this could have very good supercharge slots on it, so let's build a structure. Let's drop a base computer. And we'll build a teleporter and hop up to the station. Now, I know there are easier ways to do this, but I don't have the memory fragments to change classes or add slots, if you will, to starships. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Walter, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Walter, no problem. Appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's not a bad-looking ship. That one looks pretty good. Not bad. For a medium sentinel fighter, not bad at all. It's definitely worth a look. Let's get this one up to the station and check out its supercharge slots. And if it sucks, we'll just wipe the base and move on. Put a foundation on it. All houses have a door. Access ramp. Give it some power. If it's a decent ship, we'll put some windows on it later. We don't need to worry about windows right now. We don't need to worry about the windows. Battery. And teleporter. And save points. Okay. Let's get this one up to the station and take a look at it. Let's see. Condensed carbon. Yes, we can do that.
Technology recharge.
All right, give it some power. It's not power, it's power. All right. We got a new restore point. Okay, let's take a look at the ship. It's not bad, man. I like it. I like it. It's a nice, clean, medium fighter. I mean, this thing is pretty clean. It's kind of bare bones basic, but that's a pretty clean looking ship right there. It's pretty clean. Nice. If you like the more sort of bare bones Sentinel ships with wings, this is probably more your flavor, but this is not bad. Looks like a yellow jacket. I like it. Okay, here we go. Glass. Brain. Hugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, it is a C class. The slots here, this could have decent supercharged slots on it. The movers, according to the Game Hub, the movers are here, here, I think here. Okay, let's get this thing up to the station. Compare and claim it. Let's go. Don't do that. Don't do that. That would be bad. Okay. All right, let's go to the station. Current system. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for joining us. The first Sentinel ship we found today was ugly AF. It was ugly, ugly. That ship was ugly, ugly. You guys don't know. It was ugly, ugly. Oof. What an embarrassment. That ship was an embarrassment to its galaxy. That's how bad it was. It was ugly, ugly. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Ozzy Bob says, I went to the Anomaly yesterday and was handing out memory fragments and 10 stacks of stasis packs. Money and sweet memories. Noise. You know, I was watching, who was it? Jason Plays was streaming at like 2 a.m. my time. Of course, it was like his Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning, but it was 2 a.m. It was 2 a.m. for me, and I just couldn't stay up. I couldn't stay awake. So, because I thought about it, they said, everybody join in, come join us. I thought about hopping on for a few minutes, going into multiplayer and going to Jason Plays system, but it was 2 o'clock in the freaking morning for me, man. I was tired. Stuart Laker says, odd man, Ozzy Bob kindly gave me some fragments. Nice. That's awesome. I'm really glad he did that. So Blind Frog says, double ugly equals duckly. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. All right, let's do it. Upgrade ship. Mario, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Let's add some augments. Let's do this. Because this could be a very good ship, even though it's a C class. You know, in spite of it being a C class. All right, let's upgrade class. That is not what I wanted to do. Stop fat fingering the buttons, please. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Oh, heck no. Okay, well, this ship is a whole lot of nope. That's a whole lot of nope. So we're going to reload. Yeah, they're all over the place. Yeah, this is a whole lot of nope. Well, we tried. Reload. So what we're going to do is pull the base, and we've got the Starship cataloged, so, we can always come back here and hunt for a better one, but since we know that C-Class is not worth it, we're going to pull the base and just leave that one. It is a good-looking ship, though. It's a good-looking ship. See what Liquor says here. We're trying to beat the No Man's Sky record of players logged in, which was 212K, but only managed 14,000. 14,000 was pretty good. The deal is that a lot of No Man's Sky players, players like myself, I'm halfway around the world. So, like I said, for me, it was like 2 o'clock or 3 a.m. It was really late. Okay, we can leave. We're not going to keep the base. Let's go. Let's pull up the base. We don't need to scrap the ship. We'll leave it. All right, delete base. Guitar 80 says, I was logged in last night getting my new Dreadnought. Well, like I said, I thought about logging in. I thought about logging in just for a bit, but like I said, it was 2 a.m. for me, so I just couldn't do it. All right, let's take one last look at this ship before we go. Again, if you guys like this style of Sentinel ship, this is a C-Class medium Sentinel fighter, dorsal and ventral tie stabilizers. The ventral stabilizers have thrusters, single-bladed wings, or as you like to call them, bat wings. This is a nice, clean little ship, if you like it. So if you like this kind of ship, it's in the Kikogalar Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. All right, let's go. We're out of here. Just out of curiosity, what is all this junk in my inventory? What is this crap? We got to sell some stuff. All right, let's go. How much, hold on. How much fuel do we have? We got plenty of fuel. Let's refine a stack of this. Make some nanites. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, exactly. Definitely good numbers for a 10-year-old game. Somebody asked me what I like the most about No Man's Sky, and I would have to say, for me, it is not only the gameplay, not the sense of exploration, but it's also about the way the developer, Hello Games, treats its community. Because think about this for a second. Hello Games, No Man's Sky is 10 years old. Hello Games had plenty of opportunity to charge for DLCs and add microtransactions to their game. They could have done that if they wanted to. They could have also made No Man's Sky completely live service, but they didn't. No Man's Sky began as a single-player game, and that's how they kept it. No microtransactions, no always online requirements, no subscriptions, none of that BS. Yeah, Stuart Laker, exactly. The best community with one of the best game publishers and developers ever. So that's what I like about No Man's Sky. The developer cares about its community. Now, have all of the updates been great? No, they haven't. Not all of them have been great. But again, at the same time, they've never charged for a DLC either. So that says something about the developer itself. They have so much faith in their game that they've never once had to charge for DLC or add microtransactions. And they state that as a positive for buying No Man's Sky. That's part of the marketing. But I would say that Hello Games is probably that one game publisher that they could hold a masterclass on how to treat their gaming community. especially since they're an independent studio. They're an indie studio, above all else. Dissonant. Hold on. I just saw a gas giant. Hold on. There. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, gas giant. It's not dissonant, so we don't really need to go there. If it were dissonant, I would definitely visit. Okay, 1-star Viking. I mean, you know, let's go check out this 1-star. Let's check it out. So Blind Frog says, after all, the YouTube videos with the announcements are only watched by people who play the games themselves anyway. Exactly. Exactly. Ozzy Bob says, good community also. I've watched a few other games, and they all have so many toxic players. Yeah, and I can promise you, the vast majority of the communities with toxic players usually are assigned to or surrounded by a hyper-competitive, hyper-toxic game. Because it's not just the community that's toxic. The game has a tendency to make the community toxic. The game has a way to make the community toxic. Just look at Grand Theft Auto. GTA 5 and GTA Online is one of the most toxic communities out there. It is. It is. As much as I like Grand Theft Auto Online, the community is ridiculously toxic. It is. So the game has a tendency to make the community toxic, especially when it's hyper-competitive. You know, so that gives you an idea. Stellar Corruption. Okay. 10 fauna, that means there's a ship. There should be a ship in this system. All right, let's go. Stuart Licker says, Hello Games are now looking into the griefers. I would like to see how they're going to deal with it. I personally think the best way to deal with griefers is what they're doing right now, because all players have the ability to delete player bases. So what's that? Blind Frog says, Streamlabs stole my crown. Yeah, Streamlabs is cheating. Streamlabs has been cheating for quite some time. So hold on. We got that multi-tool. I got to swap multi-tools before we head to the space station. So we've got that. This one was set up for mining, exclusively for mining. So it's a C-class. Nothing really spectacular. It's a good-looking multi-tool. I like it, but I got to clear up space. So let's move all of this over to the... we can't move that. Let's move all of this over to the alien multi-tool. I wish we could, but you can't take the runic lens. That sucks. That does suck. Yeah, we got to get rid of the runic multi-tool. Because I'm literally out of multi-tools right now. I'm maxed out. We're maxed out on multi-tools. We can leave the mining beam because the other multi-tool will have it. Optical drill. There we go. Yeah, I got to swap out some things so I can get rid of this multi-tool. We'll scrap it at the space anomaly. Give me 1 second. And I guess we can take the paralysis mortar. We'll never use it, but we'll take it. Other Bob says, I've noticed that Rockstar still has not released any gameplay footage other than GTA 6. I wonder if those pre-sales numbers are real. It makes FOMO. Exactly. I think the pre-sale numbers are accurate. I do think the pre-sale numbers are accurate. And it says something about a video game where the developer can actually make that much money off of cinematic trailers, because essentially that's what they've done. My biggest problem with Rockstar Games, and this is a conversation that I was going to save for Grand Theft Auto, but my biggest problem right now is that Take-Two Interactive, Strauss Zelnick, CEO of Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games, they literally orchestrated the death of physical media. So, that's one of the reasons why I'm pretty pissed off with Rockstar right now. And Strauss Zelnick said the quiet part out loud. Yeah, he legitimately wants, let's move this over here. Yeah, he wants video gaming to be streaming. That's what he wants. He wants all video gaming to be streaming. So, yeah, that's what they want. And he says in 3 years, all video games will be streamed. So basically, he's telling us that we will own nothing. That's his way of saying we'll own nothing and we'll like it. So I'm saying it right now, GTA 6 will be the last Grand Theft Auto I ever buy. Like I said, at this point, I think I'm done. We are unfortunately not getting a physical copy of GTA 6. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. Oh, it already has an advanced mining laser. Okay. Well, we'll keep that. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But, like I said, Strauss Zelnick said the quiet part out loud. So that's where we are in the gaming industry. That's where we are. All right, let's go to the space station. Ozzy Bob says, I think they're going to grift the market so bad. They already are. They already are. Because if you think about it, for anybody who's wondering, we're talking about Grand Theft Auto right now. Rockstar Games locked. They literally, first of all, I mentioned this before. They went out of their way, and I'm talking about Rockstar Games. They went out of their way to produce box art and clamshell cases for GTA 6, only to include a stupid piece of paper with a game key code on it for physical release. They said they promised a physical release, but they told us, they literally told us that there's no disc. So there's actually no disc for the physical release. Steve Old School, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So they went out of the way to produce all of this material for a so-called physical release, but never gave us a disc. What was the point? They could have taken all that money for all of this so-called physical edition and added another mill to it and produced discs. They could have gave us actual discs for it, but they decided not to. Why? I find it very convenient that at the same time, approximately the same time GTA 6 pre-orders went up, about a month later, Sony PlayStation announced that they were ending physical media on the PlayStation platform in January of 2028. That's way too coincidental. All right, what do we got? Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. What do we got here? All right. Now, more to the point. Uh-oh. Just in case Guitar Guy 80 is still out there, we got another ship for you. Hold on. We got another droid wing ship for Guitar Guy 80. Okay, so that is a triple thruster barrel nose fighter, mint green. A droid wing, just in case. This is Kiko Galler Galaxy, just in case you want it, there it is. All right. Joseph, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Doing well. How are you today? Okay, let's do it. Next ship, please. All right. Give me them nanites. Thank you. Give me that money. Refine those too. Should probably sell those Sentinel weapon shards. We're not going to use them. We're not going to use them. Yeah, market low, exactly. We don't. We don't. Basically, what the big manufacturers and developers want is for us, those of us that play games, to literally stream our content. They want games as a service. Why? Because games as a service ensures perpetual, first of all, perpetual licensing and perpetual revenue, literally perpetual revenue for access to games. And I'm saying specifically access to games because just like any other streaming service, you own nothing. You're paying to access the movies, music, TV, the games. You're paying to for a license to access the product or service. Okay, so they're trying to remove the actual the product portion of owning a video game and make it all a service because they can continually monetize. So that's what they're trying to do. It's perpetual revenue. It's permanent revenue. It's crazy. But what people should realize is that there is a simple solution to the problem. Just don't buy into the BS. That's it. That's all you have to do. Don't buy into it. Just because Sony releases a brand new game console or a brand new game, or the same with Xbox because they release a brand new console or game, that doesn't mean that I'm obligated to buy it. I don't have to spend my money on it. It is still and will always be a buyer's market. So they got to earn my money. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. They have to earn my money first. And I'm not obligated to buy a next-gen console. I don't need it. Because I can always shift my gameplay over to PC, where performance is going to be better regardless. Okay, so we have... meh. It's orange. It is orange. Okay, so we have... what looks like an orange Cylon style fighter, an orange manta ray style Sentinel fighter, orange and white double-bladed wings and heavy wings. That's not too bad. Not too bad. We're not going to hunt for this one. If you like this one, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. We're not going to hunt for this one. Exactly. It's got a set of heavy wings and a set of double-bladed wings. Very nice. It's not bad. Not bad. But we're going to skip this one because it's orange. All right, we're out of here. Reload. Give it a second. There we go. Walter says, I heard a lot of people canceling their pre-orders for GTA 6 after finding out there was no physical copy. That is true. That is true. A lot of people did cancel. But at the same time, a lot of people are still pre-ordering. Remember, you can still pre-order GTA 6. It's not like pre-orders stopped, and a lot of people are still pre-ordering the game. Ozzybob says, another nasty part was they want to upload the graphics each time you play. Eats up bandwidth or what? Oh yeah, exactly. That is true. But see, this is where the whole rental thing comes in, because when they talk about gaming as streaming, they're also talking about renting your compute power as well. And when we talk about compute power, we're talking about your CPU compute and GPU compute. There's already a service by NVIDIA that allows you to rent. You can literally rent your compute power from NVIDIA. So if you're playing a game, let's say, for example, and your GPU is like a GTX 1080, but the game you're playing requires an RTX 5090. Well, guess what? NVIDIA's got a GPU that you can rent. You can literally sign up for their GPU or for their NVIDIA Now, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. But they got a service where you can literally pay $27 a month or $30 a month and rent. I'm serious. You can rent GPU compute power from NVIDIA, from their data center. And you can rent it for like 8 hours at a time. I'm sorry, if I'm spending $27 a month to rent a GPU, I damn sure better be able to use it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without a cap, without limitation. But that's how they're setting it up. So that's essentially what the future of gaming will look like. You know, CPU, GPUs, memory prices are all high right now for the average consumer because these manufacturers, silicon manufacturers, are more concerned with selling to AI data centers than they are to selling to us. Nope. And because of that, false scarcity exists. So what's happening now is that, we're entering a period in consumer electronics where electronics over time haven't become cheaper, they've become more expensive. There we go. That's what I wanted. And that's essentially what's happening. They're trying to price us out of owning our computers now. It's all conspiracy theory, but I think that's what they're trying to do. Okay, here we go, people. Yeah, Marco Low, that's right. It was. It was. I sincerely believe that that's my conspiracy theory that it was all planned. Okay, let's go. Next ship. If we can open our thing. There we go. Got to open the thing. What do we got? Here we go. So far, we found one really ugly ship and two okay ships. One really ugly ship, two okay ships. But getting back to what we were saying, I'm going to say this, and I'm going on record to say it. I will never, ever, ever rent compute power. That is never going to happen. I will always own my PCs. I'll always build PCs, regardless of how expensive they become. So no one's going to tell me what I can and what I can't own, especially when it comes to PCs and CPUs, GPUs, etc. Yeah, this idea that, we're getting to a point where, we can't even afford to own PCs anymore. These companies are going to try to sell us what's called thin clients, where you basically just have a top box with a monitor attached to it, and you have to log in. You got to log into everything now. Everything requires an account. You got to log in, give up account information or give up personal information, set up an account, then they want you to pay monthly. And literally will charge you monthly for another subscription-based, network-based service, which you could have fine internet. Your network could be just fine. What happens when their services go down? We've already seen what happens when major game publishers, in the case of Xbox and PlayStation, we see what happens when their services go down for some sort of, whether it's maintenance or any kind of trouble. We've seen what happens. Players lose access to their entire library of games. That's what happened in the case of both Xbox and Sony just recently. So, yeah. We got another orange ship. Oh, you know what? We never left the system, did we? Yeah, we never left the star system. Oops. So, so this is what happens. Note, chat, it's all chat's fault. So take a note, chat. If you're on an angry rant complaining about the state of video gaming, make sure you leave the current star system first.
Inventory full.
Make sure you leave the current star system. Leave the current star system first. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, make sure you leave the current star system. All right, get this stuff out of my inventory. Yeah, it's all chat's fault. All right, here we go. But as someone who's been a lifelong gamer and someone that believes in games ownership and even digital media ownership and games preservation, I'm not happy with the state of gaming. Not at all. I mentioned this also during a previous stream that gaming was at one point one of the cheapest hobbies to get into. Steve Oldschool says, odd blaming chat again. That's strange. No, it didn't. All right, next. Let's go up a little bit. That's an abandoned system. Gas giants. Oh, hold it. I just saw a 3-star system. Hold on. Oh, 2-star. I thought it was 3-star. Dang it. I mean, we can go there. We can go there. That's fine. So Marco Lo says, imagine there are ads on the big screens in GTA 6 or an in-game. That'd be ridiculous. Well, Marco Lo, real talk, I think that's where we're headed. I think we will see Rockstar Games inject ads into GTA 6 single player and GTA 6 online. I'm talking about real life ads, especially in GTA 6 online. I think that's going to be a thing, man. So Ozbob says IRL, pay $100,000 for a BMW and you get ads coming up in your car touchscreen. Don't even get me started on BMW. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Because BMW and Tesla are like the instigators of car-based, vehicle-based subscription services. If you want heated seats in your BMW, you got to pay a subscription. Same thing goes for your freaking Tesla. Don't even get me started, man. I swear. Just don't. Blighted, Sporal, and Dead. Okay, we got it marked. Let's go. Morris says, Angry Rant will be over when these game developers get their heads out of their butts, exactly, and get off the greed wagon and quit nickel and diming us to death. Well, unfortunately, and this goes for many of the big AAA developers, they don't care about us. They don't care about us. They have no reason to care about us. They don't. They have no reason to. They care about their shareholders and stockholders. That's what they care about, because these companies are all publicly traded. They don't care what we think. Marco Lo says you need a subscription to use your seat heater. That's beyond satire. I'm pretty sure that's real. For BMW, I think that's real. I'm pretty sure you can Google that right now and find out. Most modern BMWs have subscription-based services for certain car functionality. So, I mean, that's literally where we are. You got to pay a subscription and you will like it. All right, what do we got? It's ugly. It's an A-class. A-class pistol. Yeah, I hope we get lucky like we did last time and find another alien multi-tool. That would be pretty sick. Stuart Laker says, yeah, that's true about BMW. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's insane, man. It is really insane. Hold on. We got to sell some stuff while we're here. Let's talk to this guy. Hey, pal. Look at the Viking with the really big upper lip. So we want to sell... let's sell these. And we'll hold on to that. We'll put that in another ship. All right, perfect. So, like I was mentioning, the solution to this all-digital future is simple. Just don't buy into the BS. Just don't. Just don't. But, you know, as much as I say it, there's always going to be someone out there that buys a next-gen console or buys digital games. There will always be people that do that. But some of these digital fanboys, as I call them, not everybody, of course, but these are the same people that complain when they lose access to their library of games because the console publishers' services go offline for some reason. Okay, that's done. Did we find the ship? We did not. Hold on. Stay focused. Stay focused. Here we go. All right, let's do it. So Marco Lo says, that's why I'm glad. Hey, check out that. Nice. TIE Fighter winged Vector. Very nice over there. We got to scope that out when we come back. So Marco Lo says, glad I kept all of my old console and games. Exactly. That's why I never sell old game consoles. Never. You know, funny story. I have... How many people here remember the old Nintendo DS? The Nintendo DS version 2.0. version 2. This was before the Nintendo 3DS became a thing. But I bought the Nintendo DS long time ago. And I bought it back in 2007. I bought 2 of them. I bought an Onyx Black one, and I bought the Zelda. I bought the Legend of Zelda limited edition. It's literally a gold colored Nintendo DS. I bought that one. I bought it back in 2007. Still have the box and everything to it. I mean, technically it's near mint condition because I never used it. I think I charged it once. I charged it one time to make sure that it still works. It still powers on, no problem at all. That thing's over 20 years old. It's almost 20 years old at least. Yeah, it's got like the Nintendo DS version of Legend of Zelda. What's it called? Yeah, Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Legend of Zelda: The Phantom Hourglass. So if anybody can remember that game, it's still shrink wrapped. I never played it. Never played it. And it still works. Now, my Onyx Black Nintendo DS requires 2 new displays. I got to replace this display on it. Ooh, nice. Check this out. Check this one out. Hold on. We got to scope this one out. We got a nice one. Hold on. We got a good one here. Check this one out. Hold on. Let's get some better lighting over here. There we go. Check this one out. So Deimos, welcome to the channel. Welcome back, actually. Thanks for joining us. Says, hey, Odd Man, it's been a while since I watched the stream, but I'm glad I'm back. I've been looking to buy a PlayStation 5 to upgrade from my PlayStation 4, but haven't had a real reason to. Man, it's funny you should mention that. It's good to see you, by the way. Thanks for coming back, or thanks for joining us. I was in the market, originally, I was in the market for a PlayStation 5. I was actually in the market for a PlayStation 5. And Sony PlayStation a couple of months ago did something. Red Man, good to see you. Thanks for joining us, brother. How are you? Sony PlayStation did something that completely changed my mind. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't their decision to cancel physical media on PlayStation. They did something else. But the nail in the coffin for me was when Sony PlayStation decided to cancel, or to just end physical media. So that's when I said we're not buying another PlayStation. I'm going to buy a PlayStation 4 Pro. I'll buy a PlayStation 4 Pro used, and I'll build up I'm going to build up my my PlayStation 4 physical library, because you can still get a lot of physical media for the PlayStation 4. No, Deimos, it wasn't the DRM. It was something else they did, but I can't remember what it was. The nail in the coffin for me was when PlayStation decided to end physical media on their platform. So I said, we're done. I'll get a PlayStation 4 Pro and get a bunch of physical media for PlayStation 4. Because remember, I live in Japan, and Japan is full of PlayStation 4 media games, so it's kind of a win-win. Okay, so ladies and gents, check this out. We have a medium Sentinel fighter. This thing is gorgeous, man. Look at this thing. Dorsal and ventral pincers. Dorsal and ventral pincers. Let's see if we got thrusters. There are no thrusters on the pincers, but it's still pretty clean. A set of double-bladed wings, medium wings, and wingtip stabilizers. Very nice. Very nice. This is pretty clean. So, if you like this one, this thing is a nice, cool blue and black, man. Look at that. What I don't like about this one, again, no chin. It doesn't have a chin. So, I mean, if you can get past that, this is a pretty clean looking ship right here. This is very nice. So, let's get a better look at it. Let's get a better look at it. There we go. There we go. So, let's get rid of vignette. Get rid of that. So, if you guys like this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kikogawa Galaxy. This is a gorgeous looking ship. It needs a couple of things, but otherwise it's still really nice. So Morris says, love the color on that ship. Green is my favorite color. Morris, I actually found a green ship that looks just like this one. I found a green one that looks just like this one. So, let's hop out and take a look at this one. All right, it is. Ooh, it's an A class. This one is an A class. This thing is an A class. Okay, we're gonna drop a. Let's drop a save beacon. Not a save beacon.
Protection.
Let's drop a base computer.
Technology.
Let's get this one up to the station and check it out, man. This I gotta see. So Damo says, yeah, the PlayStation 4 is still a banger of a console. Considering I don't really care about graphics or loading times, the PlayStation 5 doesn't offer me much. I think, okay, I mentioned this before. Everybody out there who owns a PlayStation 4 or a 4 Pro, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. You guys arguably have the best console generation ever made. You have the best, I'm talking the absolute best. So Walter says I have a Nintendo DS XL. I wanted to get an XL, but they cost too much. They still cost too much. All right, claim the base. Walter, that is correct. Developers are not fully utilizing the power of either the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. So a next-gen console really isn't even required, which is one of the reasons why we haven't seen one in almost 7 years. All right, let's get a structure up. Let's get this thing up to the space station and check it out. This I gotta see. But it is my intention to, let's see here, door. It's my intention to buy a PlayStation 4 Pro used and buy a whole bunch, and I'm talking a crap ton of PlayStation 4 physical media. Just a bunch of physical media for the PlayStation 4. That's my way of giving PlayStation the big middle finger. Because remember, Sony PlayStation, they don't make money on used media or used consoles. They don't make any money on that. And I'm not buying a PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6. I refuse to do it. So I am actively building a physical library of games. Again. We need some power. Here we go. All right, biofuel just in case. And save point. Let's get this one up to the space station and take a look at it. And of course, in typical manner, the inside of my house is on fire. The inside of my house is completely and totally on fire. Thanks, Hello Games. I appreciate that. Everything is on fire in here.
Extreme heat damage detected.
Of course, because the house is on fire. Extreme heat damage. All right.
Extreme heat damage detected.
Oh, lady, get out of here. Yeah, Walter, I regret not buying more PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 games. I regret that. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, it's all on fire. Hey, check out the rock lobster. Get out of here, bro. Oh, so what do we have for scrap? Just out of curiosity. This could be a good find. Hold on. This could be good. Okay, let's get this thing up to the station. Glass. Brain. Pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Guys? Chat? Chat? What are the chances? What's the possibility? This is an R3. So this thing, it's either the other supercharged slot's either here, here, or we could be looking at another L. We could be looking at another L4. So Steve Old School says, back in the day, Ozzy, we played games that took half an hour and a crap load of screeching, to load up. That noise was awful. I remember those days. Yeah, this could be a good one. This could be a very good one. Let's compare it and claim it. Let's get this thing up to the station. A-class out of the box, too. Let's go. And my house is on fire again. Let's get this thing up to the station. Not my bases. Space stations. Thank you. Current system.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Yeah, chances are pretty good on this one. Even if it's a 3+1, it's still pretty good. I'd say it's still pretty good. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80, you good? You toasty? Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Free. Apply. All right, let's do it. That planet is hot AF, man. That is a hot planet. So Stuart Laker says, I love my Commodore 64 and my Amiga. Isn't Commodore is reproducing and re-releasing the not the Amiga, but the Commodore 64. The 64 was a good system back in the day. I think I mentioned this story before, but back when I was in the Navy, I had a roommate who had a Commodore Amiga. We played games on that thing all the time, man. All the freaking time. This was back in the early 90s, too. All right, so we want to upgrade ship. Augments. Here we go. So Stuart Laker says, yes, C64 is in production again. Nice. Now, I would like to see them make the Commodore, the 128, the Amiga. I want to see them make the Amiga again. I want to see them make the Amiga again. I want the Amiga. That was a beast of a system, man. Okay, upgrade. Let's upgrade class. All right, what do we got? Okay, so it is a 3+1, R3+1, which is not bad. For what this is, that's not bad at all. Not bad. So we're going to leave the base where it is. This is an R3+1. We're leaving the base where it is. That's a gorgeous color too, man. Check that out. That blue and that black is fire. I like that. That blue and the black is fire. So what's that? The Amiga 500 minigame came out a few years ago. They also have retro flip phones. Interesting. I'm going to have to look that up. I'll have to look it up. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Let's reload. We're keeping the base where it is for that one. That was a good find. All right. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Please do me a massive favor and hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Hey, we just got a massive donation from Sinister RC.
07.
Sinister RC. Hey, brother, thank you so much for that donation. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Everyone, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Sinister RC, who just beat the game. Thank you so much for that donation, brother. Thank you for your generosity. And thanks for your support. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Okay, let's finish, first of all, let's finish building. Let's give this thing some windows, because all houses have windows. If I'm not mistaken, they do. Okay, so we're going to keep this base here. And we will drop a comm ball in case you guys want this ship. It is an R3+1, which means it's definitely worth it. Okay. Let's give it a new name if we can. There we go. Thank you. So this is A-class. Medium. That's not how you spell medium. Hold on. Medium. Medium Senti, excuse me. Pincers. And it is an R3. Oops. R3 plus 1. Perfect. All right, there you go. Okay, Marco, we'll see you next time, brother. Take care. God bless you, man. We'll see you next time. This time we will not upload the base because I want to see if you guys see it. If we don't upload it. Let's capture a new screenshot. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't get the sun to come around. All right. Okay, good. Let's drop a comm ball. And again, Sinister RC, good to see you, brother. Thanks so much for that massive donation, man. Appreciate you. All right, so this is R3 plus 1 SC. And this is an A class. A. Okay, cool. Done. Okay, nice. We got this one cataloged. You guys can come and get it anytime you want. We are out of here. Featherbrain, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Perfect. At least the house is not on fire this time.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay, Stuart Laker, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless, man. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, let's go back. So that's a decent find, man. Very nice ship. Very nice ship. Not bad. A-class R3 plus 1. Not bad at all. Okay, next system. Not bad at all. And that was a 2-star? Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's see. 2-star. Let's go out a little further. All right, 2-star Viking purple. Huh. Purple Y-class system. Okay, let's check it out. This I got to see. Dissonant. Interesting. This is a purple star system, so let's see what's got. Let's see what it's got. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for stopping by today. Please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. We're doing some 10th anniversary No Man's Sky Ugly AF Sentinel ship hunting. That first Sentinel ship was so ugly it was oogly. Oof. That was an ugly ship. But we found some pretty good ones too. We found some pretty decent ones. All right, what do we got? Okay, so we have Drowning Plant. Drowning? Coastal storms. There are 6 fauna. There may not be any sentinels in this, any sentinel ships in the star system. If that is a completely a water planet, which I think it is, There may not be Sentinel ships here, so there might be another dissonant planet. Let's find it. Windswept, aquatic, overgrown, and scorched. Overgrown. Interesting. All right, let's see if we can get lucky. There may not be a Sentinel ship in this system. But we'll find out. Here we go. All right, where's the daily driver? Thank you. That ain't it. There it is. Where's my ship? Yeah, so far today we haven't found any ships with tank treads. I'm a little disappointed. Little disappointed. But not bad. Not bad at all. So we are in the Kiko Galaxy, which I guess is galaxy number 8. We're also hunting for multi-tools. We found an S-Class multi-tool earlier during the stream. An S-Class, go figure, right? All right, what do we got? Oh my gosh. Check this out. Experimental. We just found it experimental. We just found an experimental multi-tool. It is a B class. Underachiever Files, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in, man. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by to say hello. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Hold on. What about this one? Is this one any better? This one has better supercharge slots. Yeah, Featherbrain, another Hellboy gun. This is an for anybody who doesn't know, this is an experimental multi-tool. These are rare. Just like the alien multi-tools, experimental multi-tools are rare. And this is an actual multi-tool rifle. Not bad. Let's make a new restore point. Hold on. Let's make a new restore point. Right after I check out that armored solar ship over there. Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. It's an arachnid. Goodbye. It's ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly. We're leaving. Time for some experimentation. Time to do some experimentation. Let's make a new restore point. Let's set up the multi-tool. Let's take the C-class that we have. Let's take the mining multi-tool. And let's see what we got here. Let's see what this B-class is. I'll set this to free. That way we can check out its supercharge slots. I think we got something good here. We might have something pretty good. Okay, let's compare and exchange. Yep. All right. Okay, let's upgrade this thing. Let's upgrade it. This I gotta see. This I gotta freaking see. All right, so we want to... Let's go ahead and install slots so we can see exactly what this is. All right, upgrade. Okay, so what do we got? I bet the other slots are down here. I bet the other slots are down there. Hold on. Hold on a sec. Slots. Oh, there they are. Okay, so this one is a 2 + 1 and 1. Okay, so the first one is a 2 + 1 and 1. All right, let's reload restore point. Let's go check out the other multi-tool. The other multi-tool could be better. And I hope you guys are all doing well. So Underachiever File says, hey, Guitar Guy 80, watch a few of your lives. You're on fire, dude. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80 is an excellent content creator. Excellent creator, excellent part of the Odd Fam. Like I said, if you guys haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to him. Make sure you subscribe to him. Show him some love. Okay, let's check out the other multi-tool. So we know that this one is a 2+1 and 1. Let's check out this one. They're both B class. Okay, this one is, yeah, I think we got a better one here. We'll find out though. Compare, and no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. There we go. All right, make sure we got the right multi-tool. All right, compare, and we're going to exchange for that one. 3.6 mil. Because it's got more slots on it, I see. Okay. All right. Let's upgrade it. Free. All right, what do we got? Okay, here we go. Slots. This could be fire right here. Hey, Guitar Guy 80, you bet, brother. No problem, man. Like I said, we're all small content creators. I do believe that small creators should support each other. A rising tide raises all ships. Although in my case, my ship is always sinking, so, you know, that's... Just listen for the bubbles. That's all. Listen for the bubbles. Okay, so we've done that. We need to upgrade class. What do we got? For anybody who's joining us, we're checking out these two these two experimental multi-tools that are here at the station. All right, what do we got? This one, hold on. This could be a 2+2. I bet this is a 2+2. I bet you this one is a 2+2. Hold on a second. I bet this is a 2+2. Let's see. Nope, this one's 2+1 and 1. Okay, so they're both 2+1 and 1. They are both a 2+1 and 1. Okay, all right. So now we know. Now we know. I don't think this multi-tool is probably better than the other one we found. This one is probably better than the other one, or better than that one. Not bad. I say we yoink it. I say we grab one. Give me a second. So Lazy Bear, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Says, I'm a fairly new No Man's Sky player. I just got 40 hours logged into the game so far. Well, welcome to the family, man. You'll love it. No Man's Sky is an amazing game. It's an amazing game. Okay, let's reload. So I say we yoink one of these experimental multi-tools. I say we grab one. Just because. Let's grab one just because. We know that they're both 2+1 and 1. I think the other one, the second one, is probably better. And let's catalog it. Let's catalog them. Because there are two experimental multi-tools at this station. So let's start with this one over here. Alright. Let's get a picture of this. This is an excellent find. Not bad. And it's not spectacular, but it is 2+1 and 1. Okay, so this is an experimental multi-tool. Let's get rid of the vignette, because I hate the vignette. Get rid of that. Alright, that's better. So, if you want this experimental multi-tool, this is a 2 plus 1 and 1 supercharged slots, Beta S, 2 plus 1 and 1. Glyphs for this star system and this space station are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Galler Galaxy. Galaxy number 8. Not bad. That's a pretty cool looking multi-tool, by the way. Alright. Nice. So, let's grab it. Let's grab it. Has the advanced mining laser on it. Decent slots. Yeah, we'll take this one. Before we grab it, hold on a second. Let's swap out. This one we will take. So swap it out with this one. Compare. And yeah, this is definitely a no-brainer. We'll take this one. Yep. Cool. Okay. All right, let's make a new restore point because we're keeping that multi-tool. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's go find a ship. We are on the ugly AF Sentinel ship hunt, by the way. There's no Sentinel ship in this star system. No ship in this star system. Okay, reload restore point, we're leaving. So Lazy Bear says, I need to stay on track. The secondary missions keep distracting me. It's very easy to get distracted in No Man's Sky. But that's why I like it. That's why I like No Man's Sky, because there's always something for you to do in this game. You don't have to play through the storied quest. You can hop right in and pretty much do whatever you want, although I do recommend following the story quest because they will teach you how to play the game. But No Man's Sky is one of the best games I've ever played, hands down. Alright, so there is no Sentinel ship in this star system. We're leaving. We did find an awesome multi-tool, though. We found a nice experimental. Very nice. Alright, no Sentinel ship in the system. We're heading back. We are here. Hold on a second. How many freaking multi-tools do I have in storage? I think I'm maxed out over here. Hold on. Just out of curiosity. Yep, we're maxed out. Totally maxed out. Experimental, experimental, alien, 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 experimental. I got too many multi-tools, man. Too many freaking multi-tools. We got to get rid of some multi-tools. We got to scrap some multi-tools. This is not cool. Not cool at all. All right, next system. So what's that? You got pretty far. You ran into someone at Space Anomaly. They gave you 150 stacks of Starship AI valves. Gave you some units. Yeah, Starship AI valves. You know, there are several ways to make a lot of money in No Man's Sky really, really quickly. I personally prefer... Aussie Bob, we need to keep one trash multi-tool for tomorrow. I personally prefer to farm Sentinel ships because they sell for a lot of money. Yeah, Featherbrain, we need more freaking slots, Hello Games. You hear me, Sean? Right, Sean? Right, Hello Games? We need more slots. We need more slots. We need slots for everything, please. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay, that system's abandoned. So we're literally like right on the galactic plane. That's abandoned. Outlaw Dissident. Let's go to it. Oh yeah, gotta get them all. I want all the Sentinel ships. I want all the freaking multi-tools. Yeah, Steve Old School, Rockstar. Give Hello Games more slots. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's all Rockstar's fault. Okay, nice. Speaking of which, what do I have for multi-tools anyway? So we just picked up that experimental. What is this? Yeah, that's an S-Class with a fully upgraded scatter blaster. This was an L4. So we're not getting rid of that one. Okay, this one is a S-Class. This is a 3+1. This one does 158,000 damage. So don't know if I want to get rid of this one. Because with the neutron cannon, 158,000 damage. Choices, decisions. Okay, never mind. Give me my staff, bro. Where's my staff? All right. Lazy Bear says that frigate looks insane. Oh, this is a pirate dreadnought. Yeah, this is a pirate dreadnought. Yeah, this is a pirate dreadnought. And the pirate dreadnoughts were added with the orbital update, if I'm not mistaken. So all players can get these, but to get a pirate dreadnought, you must have your first freighter. You must at least have one freighter. Having your first freighter will trigger, at some point, a pirate dreadnought battle. And if you defeat the pirate dreadnought, you have the option of claiming the dreadnought for free, but you have to trade in your existing freighter. There's a strong possibility, of course, in the case of this one, that you'll find an S-Class like I did. Now, with pirate dreadnoughts, you cannot upgrade the class of a pirate dreadnought or any capital ship. You can't upgrade their class. Okay, so what you find it as is what you find it as. If you find a C-Class system freighter or pirate dreadnought, that's what it will always be. You can't upgrade the class. So if you find an S-Class of one, it's definitely a keeper. And basically a pirate dread or any type of a system freighter or pirate dreadnought serves as a mobile base. They can do everything that a planet-side base can do. They have all the amenities, you just have to build it out. Okay, we did, didn't we? Yes, we did. got distracted there. Here we go. So 2 planets, nice. What do we got? This is a basalt planet, salvageable scrap, aggressive sentinels, and high energy. Okay. 9 fauna, market. Let's go. Let's go check out the multi-tool. Speaking of which, what other multi-tools do I have? Oh my god, I got too many multi-tools, man. This is not cool. This is not cool. Yeah, we're not getting rid of the alien multi-tool. That's a 3-stack plus 1. We're keeping that one. Keeping that one. We're keeping everything. Can we swap these out? Yeah, I need a scrappable multi-tool. Can we scrap these? Can we swap these out? Okay, that's alien. This is not. What about this one? Yeah, no active multi-tool slots available. So oh, never mind. Never mind. We're good. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. Sorry. Never mind. For whatever reason, I thought I was maxed out on multi-tool slots. Never mind. We got a little space left. Okay, we're good. I still got to scrap a multi-tool. Yeah, Neo Hurricane. Yeah, we'll teach you about... or find a dupe. Excuse me. We'll teach you about the cough. Okay, let's go to the space station. For whatever reason, I thought that I was maxed out on slots. Oops. I thought we were maxed out. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we haven't had the cough recently. Okay, this is an outlaw system, a pirate system. So this means we have a 5% chance of finding an S-Class Sentinel ship. Let's check it out. Although the ship is probably ugly. The last Outlaw system we were in had the ugliest Sentinel ship I have ever freaking seen. It was horrendous. It was so ugly. Walter says, honestly, I haven't played No Man's Sky, but I enjoy watching it. I'll probably get into it eventually. Ozzy Bob says, Walter, give it a shot. It's 7 quintillion times bigger than GTA. It is 18.5 quintillion times bigger. 18.5 quintillion, excuse me, quintillion. That's 18.5. That's how many planets there are in No Man's Sky. Okay, this shotgun has a crystal for a magazine. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, you guys know what time it is. Let's go find a ship. Let's make a new restore point. Yeah, 18.5 quintillion. I can't speak. Quintillion planets. 11.5 billion star systems. And those are actual numbers. 11.5 billion star systems. 256 different galaxies. All procedurally generated. Okay, next. Yeah, No Man's Sky is one of the biggest games ever created. And to give you an idea of just how big this game is, the first galaxy, which is the Euclid galaxy, has not and will never be fully explored. Somebody crunched the numbers and said that if every player in No Man's Sky were to play this game for 1,000 years, we would never be able to completely explore the entire game. Yeah, Featherbrain, exactly. No flying vacuum cleaners. Not here. Thank God. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, yeah. We ain't got that many fingers and toes. 18.5 quintillion planets. I can't speak. Try saying quintillion 5 times in a row. Really fast. So Steve Old School says, just played it for an hour and couldn't get my head around it. Not my type of game. It's well made though. Yeah, No Man's Sky is not for everyone. I like it because it's a far more relaxed gameplay. It's all about exploration. Basically, the game is all about what you choose to make it about. That's why I like it. And I also like it because unlike Grand Theft Auto with freaking Rockstar Games, Hello Games, the developer of No Man's Sky, knows how to treat the community. Hey, Cellcraft. Hello, sir. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you, brother? Everybody out there, Cellcraft is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, you know how we do things here. Please go to his YouTube channel. Check that man out. Show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam, people. Always support the Odd Fam. Cellcraft, good to see you as always. If since you're a mod here, if you would like to post a link to your channel in chat, you may do so. Ladies and gents, we got a dragonfly. Looks like we got a red and black dragonfly. We have a dragonfly. Very nice.
Incoming storm.
Yeah, Cellcraft, remember people, it's not money. It's not M-O-N-E-Y. It's money. M-U-N-A-A-A-Y. And Cellcraft, good to see you as always, brother. Like I said, if you want to post a link to your YouTube channel in chat, you may do so since you're a mod. All right, let's get some light on this. Folks, we got ourselves a dragonfly. Ooh, hold on. Interesting. Now we're getting somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents. Cellcraft, you bet, brother. Good to see you. Ladies and gents, this is a light Sentinel fighter. Heavy dragonfly wings. A set of single-bladed wings. Tank tread landing gear. And we got tank treads. Now, this one has the Hammerhead-style cockpit, but I mean, come on. This thing's got tank treads on it. And it's got tank treads. Not bad. Very nice. Let's get rid of the vignette because I hate it. Get rid of the vignette. Ozzy Bob says, good find, Odd. Needs a bit more of a chin and wings. It, you know, I think the single-bladed wings, because this is a light fighter. It's a light fighter, and you can tell, let's get out of here. You can tell it's a light fighter by looking at the cockpit, the actual fuselage itself. It's got the light fighter fuselage. So because it's a light fighter, it doesn't need heavy wings. Typically, you can't find a light fighter in No Man's Sky with heavy wings on it. Heavy wings usually start with medium fighters. But because it is a light fighter, it's got a set of single-bladed wings, which is pretty nice. It's not orange, it's red and black. And it's red and black. It could use a chin. I do agree, it could use a chin. This is a good find. So, hold on, let's get a better look at it. If you guys want this ship, this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko-Galler Galaxy. Galaxy number 8. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Very nice find. Let's hop out, take a look at it.
Technology recharge.
Okay, it's another A-class. Oh my god, dude. It's another A-class. We just found another A-class. And what's this over here? Oh, metal fingers. Never mind. So we just found ourselves another A-class. What are the chances? And it's an A-class. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, exactly. Better find. So, Cellcraft, this is the Kiko-Galler Galaxy. This is Galaxy number 8. Hold on. I'll get the glyphs for you. There we go. Yeah, red and black, too. Nice, man. Kiko-Galler Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is Galaxy number 8. If you don't know how to get to Kiko-Galler, there's a featured base at the interstellar terminus at the Space Anomaly that will get you to this galaxy. Nice. This is a good find, man.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
All right, so you guys know how we do it. Let's get this one up to the station and check it out. What do we have for scrap? Pugnium. Boo. Boo. It's Pugnium. Not bad, though. Not bad. It's got tank treads, man. Yeah, Cellcraft. A couple of galaxies before Eisentown. Ozzy Bob. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, let's check this one out. Let's get it up to the station and check it out. Let's drop a base computer. Nice. Drop the base. Boom. Very nice. Yeah, this I gotta see. This one could be a keeper. This one could definitely be a keeper. All right. Here we go. Okay. Right there. I guess we can give it a foundation. Cylindrical room frame. Has anybody ever used those before? Just out of curiosity. Foundation. Give it a door because all houses have doors. Ramp. We'll give it another one. That's fine. All right. Give it some power. And remember, people, it's not power. It's power. Solar panels, biofuel reactor, just in case we need it. And battery. All right. Save point. Let's get this one up to the station and scope it out, man. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Feeling pretty good about this one. Ozzy Bob says, I never use a cylindrical frame. Apparently it says cylindrical room frame, so you can technically use it as a room. So I'm curious. We might have to try to use that one once. Look at the ginormous striped dinos walking around out here. These guys are pretty cool. Look at this guy right here. Just out of curiosity. Ah, boo, he's an A-class. Alright, let's make a new restore point before we interact with the ship. Alright, let's do it. Let's get this thing up to the station and scope it out. Yeah, Cellcraft, exactly. You'll get fat-voted if you mispronounce money or power. That's funny. All right, glass, brain. Oh, whatever. Starship out of range. Starship is like right over there, dude.
Technology repaired.
Okay, so this is probably a 2+2. It's either a 2+2 or 2+1 and 1. It could be a 3+1, but we won't know that till we get it to the station. So let's get it up there. Let's compare. Claim. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. Reload. That is not what I wanted to do. Almost screwed up. We almost boo-booed. Oops. Oops, we almost boo-booed. We almost boo-booed. We almost had a boo-boo. We don't need a boo-boo. Yeah, we don't need a boo-boo.
Inventory full.
Yeah, let's try that again. All right. Yeah, no boo-boos here. Not here. No boo-boo here. No boo-boo. Glass. Brain. Bug me out. All right, that's better.
Technology repaired.
Yeah, exactly. No yogis either. Yeah, yogi or boo-boo. Yep. Ba-dum-tsh. Claim. All right. Okay, now let's get to the station before making another restore point by accident. Here we go. Space stations. Current. Let's go. Yeah. Yo, boo-boo boy. Plenty of picnic baskets. Yeah, a talking bear. Makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, that multi-tool completely changed. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's set this to, hold on, difficulty free. Let's do this. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we hit the jackpot today. And thank you guys for stopping by. Please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. And also, happy 10th anniversary to all of you No Man's Sky peeps out there. Yesterday was the 10th anniversary of No Man's Sky. Let's get some augments in this mofo. All right. Okay, so what do we got? We got ourselves another R3+1. Yeah, we got ourselves another R3+1. That's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, okay. We're not doing too badly today. Not bad. Not bad. I do want to check out the silhouette on this ship. Since I have to reload the restore point anyway, let's hop in and fly this thing out and take a really quick look. Kamala Crocker, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yes, happy 10th anniversary to No Man's Sky and to you too. Yeah, Walter, yes, if you guys haven't done so, let's get them likes up. Please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Let's take a look at this ship. Let's fly this one out and just take a look at its silhouette. Not bad. Check that out. That's actually really cool. Look at that. First of all, let's get some light on this mofo because I can't see it. Here we go. Sun. All right, what do we got? That's actually really nice. Cellcraft says, I think we need to reboot of Wacky Races. Wacky Races was pretty cool. Wacky Races was pretty cool. I used to watch that all the time. Well, as a kid, obviously. But Cartoon Network used to show it. They used to show it here in Japan on Cartoon Network a long time ago. But during the Boomerang, during Cartoon Network Boomerang, they would show all like the classic Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Cartoon Network hasn't been fun in years. I'm sorry. Cartoon Network sucks now. They absolutely suck. Well, Japan's Cartoon Network sucks. America's Cartoon Network is probably better. Okay, look at that ship right there. That's a good-looking Sentinel ship. A light Sentinel fighter. Light Sentinel fighter. Single-bladed wings. Heavy Dragonfly wings. Tank tread landing gear. Red and black. This one is an R3+1. You guys need to come get it. Very nice ship. All right, let's reload. Very nice ship. Okay. Felcram says no, better over the pond. Really? Yeah, Japan's Cartoon Network hasn't really been on point for a long time. Not for a long time. Yeah, I used to enjoy watching the original Fantastic Four from like the 1960s. 1960s/70s. Yeah, that was one of my favorite cartoons. The Fantastic Four. Okay. So we're going to keep this base here. Very nice. This is an R3+1. It's definitely worth keeping. Where's my base computer? It's over there. Let's drop a comm ball so we know what this is. Okay, this is an A-class R3+1. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, Space Ghost. This is a Space R3+1. R3+1 SC. All right, there you go. And we need to change the actual base name so that we know what this is. Let's get a better screenshot. There we go. All right. Let's name it. Hold on. Yeah, I wish this virtual keyboard sucks. I hate it. Here's the A-class light. Okay, this one has tank treads. Space R3+1. SC. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Done. Okay, we know what it is. Gamble, what's up, brother? How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Okay, so ladies and gents, there is a base in the area. There's a comm ball in the area. Let's get one more look at this ship. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, this is... The stupid vignette keeps coming back. I hate that thing. This is a light sentinel fighter. Light sentinel fighter, heavy dragonfly wings, single-bladed wings, tank tread landing gear. Black and red. This one is pretty cool. I like this one. If you want this ship, it's in the Kiko Galler Galaxy. Come and get it. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Again, this is an A-class out of the box, R3+1. There is a comm ball and base in the area. And in the words of the Game Hub, going, gone. We're out of here. Let's go. And we're out of power. You have got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. Really? Somebody forgot to pay the electric bill. So Ozzy Bob says they should have stayed Fantastic Four cartoons, the movies, just a pineapple pizza. All of the Fantastic Four movies have been trash. Even the ones with
Inventory full.
What was her name? I can't remember her name. Not Angelina Jolie. What was the other chick? I can't remember. The first two Fantastic Four movies. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. I can't remember her name. But all of the Fantastic Four movies have been trash. They weren't good. They were not good. Okay, we can leave now. Okay, next system. There you go, Kamala Crocker. Thank you. It happens in my old age. Yeah, Jessica Alba. That's her. Yeah, all of those Fantastic Four movies were trash. Not good. Okay, next system. Southcraft says, I'm burned out on all superhero movies. Hollywood keeps spitting them out like there's no tomorrow. Enough already. Try something new and creative, Hollywood. Exactly. Well, not only that, but Cellcraft. Hollywood's been remaking movies that don't need a remake. They've actually remade good movies from the past and made them worse. They've made them a lot worse. So that's what's wrong with Hollywood. Yeah, there's a lack of creativity. Okay, not bad. We scored a decent one in that system. Let's keep going. Not bad. So we are a little below the galactic plane, so let's go up a bit. 2-star Dissonant. That's Viking. That's Korvax. Check this out. This I gotta see. This one I want to see. This is an abandoned star system. It's Elcrass F's. Yup. Yeah, the reboots are getting ridiculous. Oh, yeah, they're beyond ridiculous. Look what they did to freaking Doctor Who. And that wasn't Hollywood. But Doctor Who is ruined. That's ruined for me. That guy Ncuti Gatwa, whatever his name is, Ncuti Gatwa, I think that's what his name is, should have never been Doctor Who. Should have never been Doctor Who. Just completely destroyed the entire Doctor Who franchise for me. Ruined it. I don't know what they were going for with that one. So Kamala Crocker says, can definitely relate to that. Yeah, Hollywood has no creativity and they're remaking everything as a result. Ozzy Bob says, I'm looking forward to Acme versus Coyote. That one I heard is pretty good. I heard that one is pretty good. Now, that being said, as someone who's a fan of the classic Looney Tunes, I don't know how I feel about a movie for that. I'll have to watch it first before casting any judgment on it. Walter says, but apparently the new Spider-Man is making a lot of money. Yeah, it is. It grossed over $1.2 billion. That's one of the few movies that grossed over $1 billion. So, Shelley Hunt says, you know, Storm is supposed to be in the next Black Panther movie. I did not, first of all, I didn't know they were making a new Black Panther movie. I had no idea. I'm serious, I didn't know that. Okay, so what do we got? Fungal, airless. There's no dissonance system, or, excuse me, there's no, hold on, cabled. Yep, no Sentinel ship in this star system. We're leaving. We're leaving. Yeah, no Sentinel ship in the system. We're out of here. How are we for fuel, by the way? Got to make sure we pay for gasoline. What do we got? 20%. Let's. We got one more jump. We got one more jump. So what's that? Ozzy Bob says, as long as they don't do Space Jam, it may be good. Yeah, Space Jam. I remember Space Jam. I remember Space Jam. Just don't even get me started on that one. Yeah, I don't watch very many movies. Just because a lot of what's come out of Hollywood recently has been complete and total trash. Now, I will say this. I mentioned this during a previous stream. Let's go to this Gex system. Hold on. There we go. The Fallout TV series on Amazon, I think it's really good. The Fallout TV series is really, really good. And that's that's because they just don't care. In Fallout TV series, they just don't care. There is some wild stuff happening in that TV series. It's excellent. As someone that likes the Fallout video game series, watching Fallout the TV series gave me renewed interest in Fallout 4. And actually all the Fallouts. So, you know, I can watch that TV series all day. Okay, we're here. Let's go take a look. But yeah, the Fallout TV series is probably some of the only modern TV I watch. Beyond that, I'm always on YouTube. I've watched very little TV now. All right, what do we got? So Neo Hurricane says, a backup Cellcrest says, and now they're reboots of reboots. Come on, Hollywood, get it together. My grandkids are more creative, and I don't even have grandkids yet. I know, right? Exactly. Hollywood has basically become a city of cash grabs. Yeah, a city of cash grabs, basically. So we have a contaminated planet, 10 fauna, market. Let's go. Yeah, a city of cash grabs, man. It's ridiculous. Anything that they think will make money. They ruined Star Trek. Star Trek Academy was trash. Star Trek Academy was complete and total trash. They had a Klingon, literally they had a Klingon who didn't want to be a Klingon. What? Trash. Complete and total trash. That wasn't Star Trek. But, you know, I got nothing to say. All the Star Treks up to and including Star Trek Enterprise were all good. We're talking about the Next Generation, especially Deep Space Nine, because I love Avery Brooks. Star Trek Voyager was awesome, and Star Trek Enterprise was excellent. I loved Enterprise. Everything afterwards was trash. The movies were good. The featured movies were good. They were good. Up to and including Star Trek Nemesis. Everything after that is like, what the crap, dude? Let's go. Neo Hurricane says, I think the reboot thing is because they were seemed as low-risk investments. Pity because it stifles amazing talent. Good point. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. But what they fail to realize, when I say they, I'm talking about Hollywood, they fail to realize is that when they reboot a successful franchise, they ultimately design that reboot for a specific audience and not for the general audience. And as a result, they generally tend to ruin them. They ruin the reboots as a result, so. So Walter says the Deadpool movie was pretty funny, and I'll check out the other movies you mentioned too eventually. You know what is funny? Because there hasn't been one bad Deadpool movie. All the Deadpool movies were good. And in fact, I think, not Alex Kurtzman, who was the other guy? Kevin Feige? Yeah, Kevin Feige is the showrunner, the producer, over at Marvel Studios, working for Disney, of course, because Disney bought Marvel. So Kevin Feige basically produced Deadpool. Was it Deadpool and Wolverine? They brought out Deadpool to decanonize, literally decanonize all the crap, all of the crap that was produced after the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 3. So Featherbrain says, have you checked out Axanar? No, I have not. What are we doing up here? What is this, bro? We got to check out the multi-tool. Have not checked out Axanar. A-Class, interesting. Yeah, I don't know too much about Axanar. Was that is that a movie based on the Aliens universe? Yeah, I don't know too much about that one. Okay, that's a small shuttle. So Ozzy Bob says, Brave New Worlds just did a Hangover episode featuring a Klingon power ballad karaoke. Muppet episodes up next. Are you serious? You're talking about Strange New Worlds off of Star Trek? Young Ruler, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, we got a ship. Let's go. And if you guys haven't done so, please do me a massive favor and hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So far, we found some pretty decent ships today. We found some pretty good bangers. We found one really ugly ship. And I mean, it's really, really ugly. It's really ugly. Everything else, all the other ships are pretty good. They've been pretty decent. All the other ships are pretty good. Ozzy Bob says, yeah, I'm serious. There are some major space drugs in that show. Just space drugs. Might have to check that out. So Featherbrain says it's Star Trek based just before the Constitution class. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out then. I honestly didn't know about it. I didn't know about it. I'll have to check it out. Axanar, huh? Okay. I will give it a look. I'll give it a look. You know, I gave Star Trek Discovery a lot of crap because Discovery was trash. Discovery was just woke trash. I didn't like it. But I did give it a try. I watched it and said, yeah, this ain't going to work. Oh my gosh. Okay, I demand to know which one of you guys out there in chat asked for this. Which one of you guys called this? Which one of you guys out there in chat called this one? So Shelly Hunt says, check out Game of Thrones 2. You'll be hooked. I've heard about Game of Thrones 2. Okay, I demand to know which one of you guys out there in chat ordered up this ship. Which one of you guys did? Who did it? Which one of you guys did it? It's an inverted hauler with lawnmower wings. It looks like a mobile dumpster fire. I know, right? We're out of here. This is a whole lot of nope. Goodbye. Reload. We're leaving. We're leaving. That's ugly ship number 2 for today. Yeah, Cellcraft and a diaper. And an upside down. It's wearing a diaper on its head, bro. That is not cool, man. Not cool. Next. That ship right there is a whole lot of nope. We're leaving. We're leaving. Next system. We're out of here. Goodbye. We're leaving. Yeah, fugly. Freaking ugly. So Featherbrain says it's on YouTube with the Vulcan Ambassador from Enterprise. So Featherbrain, is it a single episode or is it a series? I am definitely going to check that out. The Vulcan Ambassador from Enterprise, huh? Okay, nice. I will definitely check it out. Yeah, we're out of here. Screw this place. That whole star system sucks. Screw this place. Screw it. We're leaving. Oh, I think we're out of fuel. I think we're out of gas. Hold on. I think we're out of gas. Hold on 1 second. We're out of gas. 10%. Yeah, we're almost out of gas. Hold on. You gotta go by the gas station. Gotta get some fuel. Here we go.
Technology
All right.
recharge.
We're good. All right, let's do this. Yeah, that was a complete and total waste of time. Where's the center of the galaxy? Let's go up a little bit. Okay, 2-star Corvax. What? 2-star, 2-star. Oh, hold it. 2-star. I just saw a 3-star. I think. Okay, that's 1-star. 1-star. I mean, that's a 1-star Corvax. There could be a decent ship at a 1-star. You know what? Let's take a chance. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Ozzy Bob says there was a Star Trek Continues that was fan-made. Ah, fan-made OG series. Okay, I think I've seen it. I think I've seen something like that. Yeah, there is a... believe it or not, speaking of fan-made stuff, there is a fan-made... hold on a second. I think I can pull it up. Give me 1 second. For anybody out there that likes Fallout 4, give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can pull it up. I can get you. I'll get you the title of it. There's a fan-made Fallout, short Fallout T. It's like an hour, maybe 2-hour movie on YouTube. It's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. It's Fallout 4. Let me see if I can find it. Just give me 1 second. Let me switch this to other account. Let me see if I can find it. And I'll see if I can get the name for you. So that is Watch Later. Yeah, it's a Fallout fan-made series. Oh, that's the gold. Oh, that's the Benny Hill show. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. I can't... Starship Trails. Give me a second. We'll see if we can find it. Yeah, they might have removed it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. Well, let's go up one more. There it is. I found it. It's called Fallout Nuka Break. Yeah, it's called Fallout Nuka Break. Full movie. It's a 2-hour and 56 long movie. Fan-made. It's actually really good. It's really good. So it's called Fallout Nuka Break. Alright, so we found it. It's actually really good. right, so let's switch this back. Thank you. All right, we can close that. Close that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's called Fallout Nuka Break. It's a really good movie. You guys should check it out. It's on YouTube. All right, what do we got? So Featherbrain says the first part is called Prelude to Axanar. It's fan-made. Okay, we'll probably have to check that out. All right, Doomed Jaded. 12 Fauna, Markets. Isotopic, Irradiated, Desolate, Abandoned, and Isotopic. Okay, a lot of radioactive planets in this system. So Ozzy Bob says nuke or break. It's Fallout. It's called Fallout Nuka. Fallout Nuka. N-U-K-A and break. Fallout Nuka break. They're all separate words. If you type out Fallout Nuka break, it should pop up. In YouTube, you should be able to find it. Conrad Serapis, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Don't play No Man's Sky, but looking forward to the next stream. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping in to say hello, brother. Thank you. It's actually really good. You guys need to check it out. It's funny. It is funny. All right, let's go. Let's go to the space station. We got the planet marked. Let's do this. Where's my ship? To quote Michael DeSanto, where's my boat? Ozzy Bob says, I saw a Fallout 4 player flying a TARDIS yesterday. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay, this is an abandoned space station. Okay, we got an abandoned space station. All right. We don't need to land. We can go straight to the planet if there's a Sentinel ship in the system at all. Nope. No Sentinel ship in the system. No ship. Reload. So this ship, this system was an abandoned system. No good. It's not abandoned. There's a station here, but there's no alien presence here. Cellcraft says we should be able to claim those abandoned space stations. That's what I think. And I think, I'm going to be honest, I think Hello Games is working on something like that in the background. I think at some point the next major update will involve us, the player characters, repopulating star systems. That's what I think it's going to be. Moses, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? I think we player characters will be able to repopulate star systems, whether it's a completely abandoned system or a system with an abandoned station. I think that's going to happen. We know that the gameplay mechanic exists in No Man's Sky. It does. Anybody out there remember the Utopia Expedition? The Utopia Expedition basically, and you know, in a way, shape, or form, allowed us to repopulate an abandoned system. So we know the gameplay mechanic exists. All they have to do, and when I say they, I'm talking about Hello Games. All they have to do is find a way to implement claiming abandoned space stations where, for one thing, griefing doesn't become a problem, which I don't see how it could be. But they should also make it so that it is a proper, a proper background simulation where everything that we do in No Man's Sky has a change or makes a change to the greater galactic environment. That's part of a background simulation. So that's what I would like to see. So yeah, Cellcraft, I agree. We should. I honestly think that Hello Games is working on something like that in the background. I hope they make it happen. That would, I think, create a lot of renewed interest in No Man's Sky. Because then you'd have players out there finding the best-looking space stations. That'd be pretty awesome, man. Space station hunting? Imagine that. Space station hunting. That'd be pretty cool. So Walter says, Fallout movie on YouTube. We'll definitely check it out. Yeah, check it out. It's called Fallout Nuka Break. It is hilarious. It's funny. It is pretty funny. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Cellcraft, exactly. And we could choose the race that we want. That would be excellent. Okay, so fire. Oh, another hot planet. Boo! It's a hot planet. What else we got? Radioactive, isotopic, abandoned. Man, there's a lot of radioactive planets in this part of the galaxy. What the hell's going on here? Toxic and the nest. The nest? The nest. The nest. What is a nest? Sparse, mostly calm. The nest? This planet is called the nest. Is that a planet? That's a planet. The planet's called the nest. I got to see this. We got to see this, man. We got to see this. This planet's got worms. This we got to see. I want to see this planet. This I got to see. Yeah, it says that's something like a bat cave. Yeah, exactly. This I got to see. We got to see this one. This is funny. The nest. This I want to see. So let's go to the space station. Check out the multi-tool. We're going to go check out the nest. This I got to see. All right. Okay. Let's check out the multi-tool. What do we got? It's ugly. It's ugly. Boo. All right, that's that. Okay, let's mark a ship and let's go check out that nest planet. This I gotta see. This I gotta see. All right, there is a Sentinel ship in the system. Perfect. Okay, let's go check out that marked planet. The nest. This I gotta see. Yeah, we got to go deal with the giant honking sandworms again. Playing their saxophone. Let's do this. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for stopping by today. Please do me a massive favor and hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. And again, a happy anniversary, happy 10th anniversary to all the No Man's Sky peeps out there. Yesterday was the 10th anniversary of No Man's Sky. 10 years strong. Rumor has it we may be seeing. Ozzy Bob says, "Put on your raincoats. We're going to get crop dusted by worms and larvae." Yeah, get your raincoat out. Rumor has it that we might see an emoji drop early this week, probably today or tomorrow. So we might be seeing an emoji drop. He says that's a good explanation. All right, we're here. Yeah, so rumor has it that we might be seeing an emoji drop. Dang. This planet got some mountains. This planet's got a lot of freaking mountains. Look at the topology on this planet. This planet's got the worst topology I've ever seen. Yep, it's a bug planet. It's a bug planet. There we go. It's one of them planets. Yeah, the guitar guy 80. I only see a few mountains. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Look out. Look out. Yeah, we just got crop dusted. And we just got crop dusted. Alright, so we know what's going on here. There we go. It's a shame. It's not a bad looking planet. Oh, look. We got sandworms. Shut up. Shut up. Give me that. Get out of the way. Give me that. Give me that. Get wrecked. Who else wants some? Where's number 3? Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Found him. We'll take that, thank you. Because them things are worth nanites. Oh, there he is. Hey, get wrecked. Get wrecked. All right, give me that. Thank you. Okay. Wait, who else wants some? I'll murk out this whole planet. Shut up. Get wrecked. Who else wants some? All right. That was fun. Yeah, where's my umbrella? Okay, that was fun. So we know what this is. It's a shame, too. It's actually really nice colored grass. Really nice colored grass. Okay. Not bad. All right, let's go get our Sentinel ship. Not a bad looking planet. Not a bad looking planet. Okay, I can get behind this. I can totally get behind this. Cellcraft says, Mod Dib would be saying on this planet, bless the maker and his coming, except for his crappy sax playing. Yeah. Yeah, Cellcraft, it does have Miss Redshirt topology. Yeah, of that we can totally agree. Okay, so let's make some nanites out of that. Here we go. I'll take that 150. Thank you. Mordite. We can get rid of the Mordite. The rancid flesh we can use. This is Withering Manuscript. Interesting. Ooh. This planet is hot AF. All right, what do we got? Can't see anything. Are we upside down? No, we're next to. We're like on the side of a mountain. Oh, there it is. We found it. Found it. As I crash into it. Hey, hello games. Turn off the storm. Okay, so what do we got here? Ooh, check this out. That is red. If I'm not mistaken, that's red. That's not orange. So we got another tank tread for you. So for anybody that likes this style of Sentinel ship, we have a light Sentinel fighter, dorsal Mohawk. Dorsal Mohawk stabilizer with thrusters. And tank tread landing gear. These are actually pretty cool. They're actually kind of cool. Yeah, it's got the hammerhead style cockpit. Guitar Guy says nice, but it's an Elvis. It is definitely an Elvis. Definitely an Elvis. I think that's red. I'm pretty sure that color is red. Hold on. Hold on a second. Nighttime. Is that red or orange? I can't tell. It could be orange. I really can't tell. Where's my ship? Where's my ship for comparison? Hold on. Okay, that's that ship. And here's my ship. Okay, it's orange. It's orange. It's orange because this is red. That's my ship. Okay, and this one is orange. Okay, let's catalog this one. Let's catalog it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It is orange. It is definitely orange. But I do like the configuration on this one. I don't so much mind the Elvis style stabilizer, the dorsal stabilizer with the, it's got thrusters on it. So it's not bad. Okay, so if you like this style of ship, glycer in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Galler Galaxy. We're not going to bother checking the supercharged slots or class. If you want it, come get it. And in the words of the Game Hub, going, gone. All right, we're out of here. Next system. It's not bad. Neo Hurricane says, Mohawks are a pain you fly in first person. They are. They are definitely a pain. Fortunately, if you like that style of Sentinel ship, there are Sentinel ships with just the dorsal pincers. They either have dorsal pincers or dorsal probes, which actually separate when they articulate. So with that same configuration, just that with tank treads, I think I managed to find one of those. I'm pretty sure I found one. But those are available. All right. Oops. Oh, crap. Here we go again. Let me out of here. Draco, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. All right, next system. I think we have time for 2 more ships. So we found some decent ships today. They were both R3+1, so not bad. Not bad at all. We found 2 ugly ships. 2 really ugly ships. I'm sorry, them things were ugly. They were some ugly ships. Them ships were oogly. Yes. Yes, Cellcraft, exactly. So much for sandworms only being on Arrakis. Yeah, no, they're all over the place here. Okay, next system. Yeah, Sentinel ship was not bad. Not too bad. All right, where's the Galactic Core? There it is. Okay, 1 star. Okay, that was a gas giant, but it wasn't dissonant. Hold it. We got a 2-star Gek. Let's go to it. Excuse me. Ozzy Bob says, I call my local Titan worm Terry. He likes attention. All the Titan worms are a bunch of attention freaks. They're all attention freaks because as soon as you get out of your ship, you're being crop dusted. Yeah, as soon as you exit your ship, you get crop dusted. They all want attention. All right, we are here. Here we go. All right, scan it. What do we got? Sub-Zero. Okay. Let's mark it. What's on that moon? What do we got for the moon? Xeno colony. Xeno. 10 fauna. Xeno. Interesting. Miasmatic. Lifeless. Empty. Lifeless and empty. Okay. And bleak. Bleak? Wow, that sounds pretty bad. Oh, hold on. Before we do, because I almost always forget to do this. Did we? Yes, we did. All right. Let's go. So far, so good. Not too terribly bad. All right. Let's get to the station. Check out the multi-tool. The majority of the ships that we found today were pretty good. They were pretty good. Some basic, 2 really ugly ones, and 2 pretty decent ones. So otherwise, not too terribly bad. So Ozzy Bob says, it can freak one out when you build a base on an infested world. They come up from under and dust you inside the room. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I remember one day I was watching... This is a good-looking station. Look at this station. Look at that copper and gold, man. Look at that. Yeah, look at the Gek over here, man. The Gek over here flexing on everybody. You got the Gek in the space station flexing on everyone. Look at this station, man. Copper and gold everywhere, bro. What is up with these guys? The Gek's in here flexing on us, man. What is this? Okay, what do we got? Looks to me like the textures haven't loaded in. Okay, it's a C class. It looks like they're both... Okay, C and a B. Okay. Yeah, textures aren't loading in, so that's a thing. All right, we got the planet marked. Let's go check it out. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. We should have time for one more ship after this one. All right. Really got to clean up some inventory space. Oof. And speaking of inventory space, I need to get my Panther statue on my account in Grand Theft Auto Online before it's too late. It's like, you don't have to get the Panther statue this week. What you have to do is lock in the actual heist. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? What am I seeing? Chat, what am I seeing here? This is not cool. Not cool, chat. I swear, this is ugly ship number 3. Hey, we're doing exactly what we're supposed to do today. Ugly ship number 3. And it's orange. Nope. This is a whole lot of nope. We're out of here. We're out of here. Now, I know there's like one or two of you weirdos out there that like this style of Sentinel ship. We're leaving. This ship is a whole lot of nope. Yeah, it's a heavy Sentinel fighter. Is it a hauler? No, heavy Sentinel fighter. Heavy Sentinel fighter. Rear-facing stabilizers. That's it. It looks like a key fob. It looks like a key fob with a 2x4 hasp on it. We're leaving. That's a whole lot of nope. Reload.
Storm clearing.
This whole planet, the whole star system sucks. We're leaving. That's a whole lot of nope. It's all chat's fault. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Settle down, chat. Okay, we got time for one more ship. That ship was ugly.
Inventory full.
That's ugly ship number 3 for today, man. That's number 3. But hey, we're doing exactly what we said we were going to do. It's a shame, too, because this is actually a really good-looking station. This is a good-looking space station. Look at the gold and the chrome, man. This is an awesome station. Too bad we're not staying. Yeah, Cellcraft, a key fob with a loaded diaper. And like I mentioned earlier, it's like when you go to like a gas station or a fueling station, and you ask to use the restroom, they give you a key attached to a 2x4. That's what that Sentinel ship looks like. That's what that ship looks like. Yeah, they give you a key attached to a 2x4. Guitar Guy says, I have a base with a gray one of those. Really? One of those? Ugh. Yeah, I think I'll take a hard pass. I think we'll take a hard pass on that one. All right, we got time for one more ship. Let's go some distance out this time. Oh, check that out. Atlas Station and a black hole. Okay, 1 star dissonant. Let's see if we can find something a little better. 1 star. Hold it. Oh, there we go. 3 star dissonant. It is. That is a purple system. Oh, hold on. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Get back. Nope. There we go. Purple system. And we're hyperspace jumping inverted. And we're inverted. So this will be the final ship for today. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. We will be back tomorrow. For the first part of tomorrow's live stream, we're going to do viewer requested Starship finds. So for tomorrow's live stream, if you have a Starship that you would like to see featured during the stream, ensure that it's in either the Euclid Galaxy, El Cupolos, Eisentam, or Kiko Galler. Make sure it's in one of those 4 galaxies, and make sure you have glyphs for the system, and we will go check it out. Now, that being said, base computers, sometimes base computers and comm balls and save beacons are not showing up. They're not visible. So if that happens, what we will do is simply hunt for just a random ship on that planet and go from there. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, no, they don't wash that seat. You got to carry your own sanitizer in there with you. Oops, get in there. So Cellcraft says, I've seen some gas stations that have keys attached to toilet seats. Yeah, I think the worst I've seen is the actual key attached to a 2x4. The key is attached to a 2x4 key, just so that they don't steal it. The biggest hasp I've ever seen. All right, what do we got? Desert. Toxic Anomaly. 14 Fauna Market. Toxic. 2 toxic planets. Nice. Ruined. Icebound. And Rattling. That sounds like a lot of fun. Let's go. This will be the final ship for today. Let's do it. And thank you guys for sticking with us today and hanging out with us on this 10th anniversary edition of No Man's Sky. That is not what I wanted to do. Get out of there. Go to the space ship. Get to the ship. That is not what I wanted to do. So Ozzy Bob says, I've seen one attached to a wheel hub. Are you serious? Apparently, they do have a problem with their keys being stolen. Let's go. Yeah, exactly. Ain't nobody losing that key. Yeah, it looks like the captain did a good job parking right next to the space station. Gotta love it. As we crash into the station at top speed. Okay, this is another cool looking space station. Check this one out. This one has got the purple and turquoise going on. Nice. This has got the purple and turquoise, man. This is a good looking station. All right, not bad. This is a good looking station. I like this one. Hopefully, if we get a chance to claim abandoned stations, we can customize them and literally make them unique. Hopefully. It's ugly. It's an ugly multi-tool. And this one, yep, textures aren't rendered in. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's go find a ship. All right, here we go. And this will be the final ship for today. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff, but I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by and joining us today. This was a fun stream. We found some good stuff. We found a pretty decent experimental multi-tool earlier in the stream. So yeah, Cellcraft, you weren't here earlier. We found two 2+1 and 1 experimental multi-tools. Really cool looking experimental multi-tool rifles, man. So Cellcraft says, have you completed any guild missions? I haven't. Cellcraft, I'll be honest, I haven't done guild missions in a long time. Yeah, I haven't done guild missions in a very long time. And I think that's because I spend so much time in No Man's Sky hunting for starships and looking for paradise planets. I just haven't. I've done some, but I haven't done any in a long time. It's been a while. And, you know, like we mentioned earlier, it's really easy to get distracted in No Man's Sky. Really, really easy to get distracted. So. All right, what do we got? And this will be the final starship for today. I have to go take care of some IRL stuff. But we will be back tomorrow. And like I mentioned, what we will do for the first part of tomorrow's live stream is we will do subscriber and viewer and subscriber featured starships. So if there's a starship that you would like to see featured during the live stream, oh, check this out. We ought to murk those guys out over there. We got some what do they call it? Swarms on this planet. Nice. Yeah, if there's a starship you guys would like to see featured during the stream, just make sure you have glyphs and galaxy name it, etc. And we will check it out. So what do we got? Okay, this is meh. Okay, this is a light sentinel fighter. Single bat wings. Hammerhead style cockpit. Dorsal and ventral tie stabilizers. The ventral stabilizers have thrusters. So Cellcraft says, I'm obsessed with them, especially after seeing that you get free stuff at each space station, sometimes multi-tool and Starship slots. Oh, really? Yes, a Guitar Guy 80, exactly. A mini Batwing with upper and lower jousting sticks. That's exactly what it looks like. It's not bad, not something I would hunt for. It is all blank. It is all black. It's got a little bit of gray on it. The textures aren't all the way loaded in, but it's not too bad. Okay. Well, if you like this style of Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Kiko Galler Galaxy. I'm not going to hunt for this one. We're not going to hunt for that one. Let's reload restore point, and I think we will call it here. All right, are we there yet? And thank you guys so much for being. I appreciate each and every one of you. That's the final ship for today's live stream. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. So, that being said, thank each and every one of you for stopping by today. This was a fun stream. We did find some good-looking ships. We found 3 really ugly ships. I'm talking ugly, ugly. They were so ugly, the receipts were just an apology letter. That's how ugly they were. Anyways, we will be back tomorrow. Again, we're going to feature viewer and subscriber requested starships. So if you're a viewer and subscriber, member of my community, and you have a starship, a Sentinel ship that you would like to see featured during the stream, just make sure you have the glyphs and maybe some coordinates, etc. for the ship, and we will feature it. We'll do that for the first part of the stream, then we'll get back to some ugly AF ship hunting afterwards. But until then, thank you guys so much for being here today. If you haven't done so, please do me a massive favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Mick B, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, brother. We're wrapping up. It's good to see you as always, man. It's good to see you. Tomboy, take care of yourselves. God bless to you. You guys, make sure you're subscribed to all the other members of the Odd Fam out there. I'm talking about Buckle Up, Let's Go, Guitar Guy 80, Cellcraft, The Joker, Serious Joker, Dan Red, Sniffets. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the other members of the Odd Fam. They do excellent work. Just please go to their channels, check them out, show them some love. Also, make sure you're subscribed to Mick B. Mick B is also a fellow creator. He does GTA stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Please do me a massive favor. Hit that like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton. And with all that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman 105, aka The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel, and I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. Everyone, please stay safe, and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke. And take care out there, and I'll see you all next time. So everyone, stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Please hit the like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.